Definitely come through on late nights. But this is Sparring with Santana, and we are only looking for Trump supporters. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your username, friend. Is blood BK something. I'm not sure how to say your username. You're literally up here right now, my friend. All right, I'm gonna assume that was a tapping error, and I'm gonna drop you down. Guys, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 50,000 likes. Let's get the shares up. You're not a Trump supporter? No worries.
I'm not a Trump supporter.
All right, I'll drop you down. Thank you, my friend. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. I see Trump supporters in the comments. Weird, especially because this is an opportunity for you to get in the box. It's an opportunity for you to get in the box, but for some reason, you guys are putting weird things in the comments. I don't understand it, but maybe you can actually get in the box and help me understand. I have no interest in seeing like you guys say MAGA and put flags and all this other stuff. I would much prefer that you guys actually get in the box. Guys, keep tapping the screen. Let's run the likes up. Get the likes up to 50,000 likes. Let's get the shares up to 50 shares. Beta, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Awesome. How are you this Sunday, my friend?
I'm doing great. I was just curious. Do you know that Zelensky is a CIA installed blackmailed cokehead puppet dictator?
Okay, first and foremost,
banned
opposition, that was a lot. But hold on, pump your brakes. I will let you get all of your conspiracy theories off in just a second, but we do have a little bit of decorum, and we have a way of doing things. Slow down just for a half a second, my friend. Slow down. Breathe. That was a lot. That was a lot at one time. I was caught off guard. That was a lot. So before we get started, there's a way that we actually do this. So I do have a question for you, my friend. Before we get started, I'm going to send you a actual invite to come off mute. Sent you an invite to come off mute, my friend. Okay. Question for you. Do you know who I am?
No, sorry.
Okay, perfect. And anti something. What is it? I can't see your full username. Anti-communist Coop. Can I just call you Coop? Are you a Trump supporter?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. So we have Coop up here, we have Beta up here. They're both Trump supporters. Guys, listen, I want to give you both an actual quick introduction to who I am, what this is, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So without further ado, let me introduce you two and the chat to what is happening here today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Now, seriously.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Got me worried, but I wasn't trying to.
Guys, welcome in. Again, this is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. Guys, if you are a friendly, please do not request up. This is not late nights. This is Sparring, and I am only talking to Trump supporters. Guys, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and run the likes up. Run the likes up to 50,000 likes. Let's get the shares up to 100 shares. And also, if we can knock out the heart hands, it will help us actually push up to the FYP so we can actually get more people in here. We have two Trump supporters up here right now. We have Coop and we have Beta. And so, guys, I have a simple question for both of you before we really get into it. Simple question, straightforward. Who's Trump's daddy?
I would say one's working for the American people, seeing as how he's not taking a salary. And
that's not true.
But
Trump is the daddy.
He is. He's not taking a salary like.
No, that's not true. Wait. Hold on.
Millionaires in office.
Beta, I would say. Beta, I would absolutely say. Beta, I would. Beta,
isn't that worth?
Beta, hold on. Take a breath, friend. You have been like shotgunning since you got up here. Slow down for half a second. What are you on? I would say you would be right. Like that's who his daddy should be, the American public, but it's not, right? And the reason why I say that is because let me just run through this real quick. We know about President Musk, right? But he's always bending the knee to BB. He's been Putin's puppet. Now more so than ever, he's the Heritage Foundation's whore. But we can't forget about his billionaire bosses. So Beta, Coop, either one of you, I don't care, answer this question. How can one man serve so many masters without doing anything that would directly benefit the American public?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question. Could you repeat that?
Sure. How can Donald Trump serve so many masters, have so many people that he's accountable to without being accountable to everyday Americans like you and me, my friend?
What Trump is the daddy. He's not he not run by anybody, right?
You sure about that?
It's not crony capitalism, bro. Like,
Are you sure
Trump's
about that?
daddy. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, cool. So if you say Trump isn't run by anybody, well, first and foremost, we know that's not true because we know Elon Musk spent $290 million to buy a presidency, and he has unfettered power throughout the United States government. But keep it super simple. Cool. Tell me one thing that Donald Trump has done since he's been in office this term that benefits the everyday American, you and me.
Yeah, he stopped trans girls from going into woman's bathroom.
Okay, yeah. So you're going down transphobia. You're going down transphobia avenue, and I have no interest in that. But again, bro. So let's actually take a step back and let's take a whole step back and think about this for a second. So transgender people make up 1% of the actual population. They're just people who are trying to live. And for some reason, you guys allowed Donald Trump to spend over $200 million on a fear campaign when he was actually talking about trans people. But with that being said, 1% of the population, very small, no actual impact as far as anything that you guys say they're doing. How does that actually benefit everyday Americans? Cool. Take a second and think about it. Interest rates are up. Inflation is up. Prices are up. Gas prices are up. The unemployment rate is up. How does quote unquote banning transgender people actually benefit any of those factors that I just spoke to?
Because you can go to the bathroom without being fearing of your life.
Cool. So now you can now Coop can go to the bathroom without being scared. Coop, how do you go into the bathroom without being scared actually help raise or help people that just lost their jobs?
Well, that's not what you asked me, dude.
No. I said, name one thing that Donald Trump has done to benefit everyday Americans. You said that him actually banning transgender people or whatever would help everyday Americans. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand how is it that now that you're no longer scared of being in the bathroom, help lower interest rates, help lower gas prices, help the unemployed people? How does that work? Make the correlation for me, friend.
Yeah, it helps everyday Americans, but not in that sense.
No, be specific, because again, I'm looking for something that's actually specific.
Seeing a whole man in there.
Listen, again, no one cares about how scared you are of being in the bathroom, Coop. That's weird. People go in the bathroom just to use the bathroom. But again, Coop, how is Donald Trump? How has Donald Trump actually benefited any of the problems, i.e., gas prices, food prices, rent prices, any of those things?
In the military, bro.
Again,
listen to that guy, bro.
Wait, okay, hold on. One at a time. Who am I? Wait, hold on. Who am I talking to? Coop, do you want me to talk to Beta? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. 1 second, Coop. Can you go on mute for just a moment and let me talk to Beta then?
I got you, man. I got you.
Perfect. Beta, what were you saying?
If it costs $100,000 a pop to supply these people that have mental issues, as
one, it's not a mental issue. Two, it doesn't cost $100,000 a pop. No, it's not.
DSM-4, bro.
Where does it say? Cool. It is right. So you're talking about gender dysphoria.
Yep.
Right. Is that what you're saying?
Always been a mental disease.
Right. So question for you: do all transgender people have gender dysphoria? Yes or no? Simple question.
I would say yes.
No, that's not true. Also, all people with gender dysphoria. Also, every person with gender dysphoria does not. Also, every person with gender dysphoria is not a transgender person. It's not a one-to-one correlation. You can actually dysmorphia. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. Dysmorphia. I apologize, but the sentiment stands. It's not a one-for-one correlation. You trying to actually say that it's a quote-unquote mental issue, and every single person have it. It's not true. It's not true.
Would you like your daughter to go in the same bathroom as a 40-year-old male trying to
pretend like a girl? Again, you guys are scared of bathrooms for some weird reason. I am not.
Bro, I'm not scared of a trans dude.
Oh yeah. First of all, it's transgender people. Second of all, I'm going to mute you for a second. Chat. Chat, listen, I apologize. I was all over. Yes. I was all over the place. I apologize. I meant gender dysphoria. I apologize. I got it.
Oh my God.
I got.
PC
Hold
voice
on.
is
No.
coming.
Both of you guys be
Bro,
quiet.
speak
Both
your
of you
mind,
guys
dude.
be quiet
Don't be
for a
so
second.
PC, bro. Speak your mind. Don't be a sheep.
Again, be quiet. I apologize, chat. When I speak a little fast, sometimes I mess up words. I got it. I'm sorry. You guys are right. We're good. With that being said,
Dude, let him cry, bro.
with that being said, I'm trying to understand because again, you guys want to go down transgender avenue. I have no interest in that.
You brought it
Tell
up,
me,
bro.
no. You two brought it up. I'm saying, what
Transit
is
and
Donald?
military, how does that
What
help
is
anyone?
Donald Trump doing specifically that is going to benefit everyday Americans, including addressing any of the actual issues that we're having right now, including higher interest rates, including higher gas prices, including higher unemployment? What is he doing to address any of those things?
He's cutting corporate tax rates, which creates more jobs and more
Ooh,
innovation.
okay.
Ooh, yeah, you like
Cool.
that one, don't you, boy?
Cool. Yeah, no.
Getting
Listen,
rid of
so
illegals?
let's talk about it for a second. So you're saying cutting corporate tax rates is actually increasing more jobs.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Where are you getting that information?
People are more incentivized.
No.
That's what it means.
No.
You cut
Take a
government
step back.
spending, you're not
Take
doing
a
that
step
too?
back. Take a step back. Because you're saying that cutting corporate tax rates create more jobs.
Yes.
Donald Trump has already cut corporate tax rates one time. So you should have a correlation of cutting corporate tax rates to creating more jobs. Can you actually get that correlation for me?
I don't
Yeah,
have the statistic on my
Hold
mind.
on, Beta. I'm talking to Coop 1 second. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Coop.
Yeah, theoretically, what happened? I don't have.
No. I'm not talking about theoretically because again, we know for a fact that corporate tax rates were slashed from the time that Barack Obama was in office to the time that Donald Trump was in office. So you have the statistical data that you can actually substantiate your claim. I need you to tell me, where can I find the data showing that cutting corporate tax rates equals more jobs? Go.
Yeah, I think Beta was gonna say one.
No. Don't run from it, Coop. No, don't wait. No, don't run from it, Coop.
I don't have one.
Exactly. It's an actual fallacy. It's not true. The simple fact of the matter is trickle down economics doesn't work. How do we know that it doesn't work? Is because we have actual empirical data from when trickle down economics was actually introduced under Ronald Reagan. And pre-Ronald Reagan, the actual cost of living and the actual minimum wage ran parallel. But then when trickle-down economics was actually instituted and Ronald Reagan said, if we give these rich people more money, they're going to give the money to the people under them. Since then, the minimum wage has stayed the same while the cost of living has exploded. Corporations, when they get these tax cuts, again, this is statistically proven, since getting those tax cuts, they actually have fired employees while giving corporate buybacks, paying out stock incentives, and also giving their C-level, their executives, bonuses. So again, giving corporations, giving wealthy people more money does not incentivize them to get or create more jobs.
Why not?
Because that's not what they're doing. I'm not speaking to why. I'm not speaking to why. I'm just telling you that directly they're not.
What exactly?
Prior to COVID.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying what? Say your question again, Coop.
What do you think the reason is?
So do you want me to speculate on my reason, or do you want me to actually give a specific reason? I'm just trying to make sure I understand your question.
Give me a reasonable answer on why they don't do that.
Okay, so this is speculation. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that I understood where you were going. My actual assumption, the reason they don't do that is because millionaires, billionaires, corporations, they only care about profit. They have no interest in actually taking care of their employees. They have no interest in actually reinvesting in people. They don't want to do that. If they can actually create and generate more profits by slashing jobs or by actually giving buybacks, then they're going to continue to do so.
Then why wouldn't they want more workers? Why wouldn't
they do? They want cheaper workers. It's not about wanting more workers. They want cheaper workers. If they can get 2 employees for the price of 1, they'll take it. Easy.
If that's the case, then why do so many corporate CEOs vote for Trump when, like, the Mexicans, like, you're able to pay them a lot less than Native Americans or
What?
like white Americans. I mean,
Wait, so your question is why does rich people vote for Trump instead of voting for someone else?
that's
Because
not true anyway. But
wait, hold on. I'm trying to understand this question. Ask your question again, Coop.
yeah, I'm asking like because you can pay Mexicans a lot less and get away with it, right? So why would a lot of billionaires vote for Trump then instead of Kamala if they don't care about the people?
Oh, so you're referring to undocumented immigrants being able to or coming into the country working at a lower wage, blah blah blah. That's just to make sure I'm correct.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Cool. The reason
wants to keep
the
it
reason
slave.
being is yes, we do know that there are certain sectors of the country that actually benefit more as far as undocumented immigrants and them and the way that they're actually being paid and with them coming in the country, but direct tax cuts, which Donald Trump has not only given them but offered them again, coupled with deregulation and also becoming pro-corporation, which he signed multiple executive orders that is pro-corporation. And all of those factors put together make Donald Trump the perfect candidate because he's doing multiple things that will directly benefit corporations and billionaires. So they're going to make way more money than they ever would by having cheaper labor as far as just undocumented immigrants.
Not if they're getting that NGO money. Not to mention, before COVID, the black and Hispanic
C19. Hold on. Hey, Beta. Let me make sure. Beta. I gotta slow you down for like a half a second because one, you're on one. Two, I need you to realize what TikTok friendly language is because you keep saying some wild stuff. So just to level set with you for half a moment, C19, ABs, say all of the things that actually protect the live and also your TikTok. You have to understand that the TikTok has certain words that you cannot say on here. So be mindful of those. You can talk about C19. You can say unalive, AB. Don't say any name of any actual drug. Don't do any of that. If you do any of that, I have to kick you. Please, please, please be mindful of that because TikTok does not like those words. While I'm saying this, guys, keep tapping the screen, share the live, do all the wonderful things to let the
better.
Again, be quiet for a second. I'm still talking. Do all the wonderful things. Do all the wonderful things to let the TikTok know that we're in the building. Get the likes up. Let's get it up to 100,000 likes. Let's knock out the daily gift goal. Also, just a reminder, guys, please no reporting. Please no reporting. Reporting only hurts the actual live as well, not the people on the panel. I promise you, I have control of the people on the panel. If I feel like I cannot, then I will drop them. I have mods to also take care of this as well. I promise you, we don't need you to do any of that in the chat. We just need you guys doing all the wonderful things to help support the live, which includes tapping the screen, sharing the live, knocking out the daily gift goal. And also you guys can donate Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. All of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. We are live on TikTok, on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch as well. YouTube, what up? Make sure you guys like the stream. And also you guys have the ability to send a super chat over on YouTube. So if you want to donate, you have the ability to send a super chat over on YouTube. All right. With that being said, Beta, I'm going to let you speak, but please, please, please remember, use TikTok friendly language, my friend. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. What would you like to say?
Engineered pandemic, the
Okay.
black and Hispanic employment rate was the highest it's ever been. Not to mention the economy was cooking prior to the pandemic.
None of those things are true. Well, I'm sorry. Yes,
yeah,
those things. Hold on. So let me actually speak to it. So when you say black and Hispanic unemployment rate was down, it was hitting records. You're absolutely right with that one. You're right with that one. But
yeah, I know
that was that was until Joe Biden, which black and Hispanic unemployment rate. Hold on for a second because you told me to actually speak to it. Under Joe Biden, those same numbers that were low under Donald Trump, they dropped lower and hit more record levels under Joe Biden. Now, when you talk about the economy, yes, we know for a fact that Donald Trump inherited a really good economy from Barack Obama. That's why in 2017, before Donald Trump had done anything, Donald Trump wasn't even in office for an entire year when he came out and said loud and proud that we have the best economy in the history of the world, which he was right. He was right. But in the first 2 years, there's not one thing that Donald Trump did, no legislation that he actually passed that directly impacted the economy. Now, we also have data showing that prior to C19, prior to C19, the actual economy had started to cool and the job rate had started to dip right before C19. So you can talk about what Donald Trump did or did not do, but he received an amazing economy, an amazing job market from Barack Obama. And then once he instituted the actual tax cuts, it harmed the economy and it also added debt to the economy. I'm sorry, to the deficit.
Hell no.
What? Hell no, what, Coop?
You're just making up stuff, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not
Put
making,
facts
wait.
on the board
Okay,
then.
cool. Tell me what point I'm making up.
First off, the economy wasn't doing good under Biden at all. Would you say inflation was down the last 4 years? They just don't talk about it.
Hold on. One second. Let's make sure you're clear, because at no point did I say Joe Biden. I talked about the handoff between Barack Obama and Donald Trump. Now, if you want to actually speak about the economy and where it was under Joe Biden, I can talk about that as well. But let's be clear. I never once said Joe Biden. I specifically talked about the difference between the economy and the job market going from Barack Obama to Donald Trump. Now, you tell me which one you want to talk about, but I want to make sure you're clear on what I said.
Was the divider in chief.
Say it again.
Go ahead and look up who his mother's dad was.
Hold
Really
on 1 second, Coop. I can't hear Beta. Beta. Say it again. What are you saying?
You know who Michael LaVaughn Robinson is?
Beta, I need you to actually stay on topic and pick what you're saying, because Beta, you said that I'm making Beta. You said that I'm making stuff up. I said, cool. What am I making up? You said the economy wasn't better under Joe Biden. I said, I never said Joe Biden. I specifically talked about the difference between the economy and the job market under Barack Obama and Joe Biden. I said that you can tell me what I'm lying about with that, and I will prove that. Now, I need you to stay on topic, Beta, instead of randomly rolling around to something else. What did I lie about?
During Trump, the economy was the best for Black and Hispanic employees it's ever been, and it never rebounded under Biden.
Okay, cool. So I can prove that. Okay.
Pandemic.
So your actual premise is that there was no point that the unemployment rates were lower under Joe Biden versus where they were under Donald Trump. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Give me 1 second. I'm going to prove that to you.
Mainly illegals.
Cool. Give me a second. I'm going to actually prove that to you. And it's undocumented immigrants, my friend.
Economic invader sounds better.
I hear you. Also, nutbag sounds like you as well, but I'm not calling you names. So just chill out for a second.
Okay, economic invader sounds better though.
Yeah, I hear you. I get it. You're weird. For some reason, you have like a boner for being an absolute piece of POS. I'm not going to do this with you. Just hold tight for a moment. Let's stick on this. I don't know what's going on with you today. I don't understand if you've been, hitting the sauce or whatever the case may be, but just chill out for half a second, because I'm trying to get somewhere with you. So either we can actually get into it, or you can go. Hold on 1 second, Coop.
Sass mouthing, dude.
All right. So here we go. Let's see here. We're looking at specifically the unemployment rate when it comes to Black and brown individuals under Donald Trump versus what the unemployment rate was under Barack Obama. Now, the claim is that for Beta, the claim is that the unemployment rate was the lowest ever under Trump. And I'm sorry, not Barack Obama. I meant Joe Biden. Hold on, I messed up. The claim was is for Beta that the actual unemployment rate under Trump was the lowest ever, and it never ever dropped lower under Joe Biden. So that's what we're actually fact checking right now. I'm pulling up the information here to actually speak to what the unemployment rate was for both of them. All right. So let's see here. All right. No, this talks about the end of the term. I want to get the average. Give me a second. Let me get the actual average. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. This also talks about the poverty rate. Okay, perfect. Here it is. So this question, and this is for you, Beta. This is for you, Beta, specifically. The lowest unemployment rate for Black and brown people under Donald Jimothy Trump, he set a record low of 5.3%. 5.3%. That was in August and September of 2019. All right. So Beta, do you hear where we are? 5.3% in 2019.
Yeah, you can basically look up stats on anything.
Cool. Absolutely. So
Probably
so again, 5.3% under Donald Trump. In April of 2023, that same unemployment rate hit 4.8%. Now, Beta.
You know they changed how they took statistics on that.
Beta, answer this question directly for me. Which number is lower, 5.3% or 4.8%?
You know they changed how they took statistics, right?
Beta,
just like the FBI said crime was down under Biden.
Beta, I need you to answer the question specifically for me.
You know what?
Beta, which one is lower, 5.3 or 4.8? Which number is lower?
Obviously, the 4 number.
All right, perfect. So now, with that information, and if you actually want to actually verify that information, there's multiple places that you can actually pull this information from. I'm actually looking at this is pioneer.org fact checking, and it actually gives. Legit. Yeah, it is. But also, I mean, there's multiple sources you can go to. You can go to factcheck.org. You can go to the National Urban League. You can go specifically to the presidency.uscb.edu. All of these things share the same information. The only reason that I was actually specifically looking at that one is because it gives an actual comparison of the last 3 administrations versus just those 2. Anywho, with that being said, Beta, understanding that the unemployment rate was lower under Joe Biden than Donald Trump, can you admit that you were wrong?
I know what cooked numbers are. Yeah.
Can you admit that you were wrong?
Okay.
Simple question. Yes or no?
Numbers can be cooked.
Simple question. Yes or no?
Statistics
so okay, hold on, because this is the problem. This is the problem that I have, Beta. If you are unwilling to actually acquiesce to the request that I have of admitting that you're wrong, even though I just actually proved it, and there's multiple sources to, even though there's multiple sources to actually prove that, cool. Beta, where do you get your statistics to actually prove that you're right?
You know, you can pretty much trust anything.
That's not the question that I'm asking, Beta. Beta, that's not the question. Beta, the question, Beta, I need you to lock in. I need you to lock in for a second, because I know listening may be really hard. But Beta, I need you to tell me specifically, because you don't believe the numbers. Cool. Where do you get your numbers from?
Okay, here's another good example.
No, Beta, no, Beta, again, I don't want to hear another quote unquote good example. I want you to tell me specifically, where do you get your numbers from? Because you don't believe the numbers that I'm providing you. I'm saying, cool. Tell me, where are you specifically, Beta, pulling your numbers from? Thank you so much for the futuristic encounter.
The big NGOs and not Soros funded crap.
Again, I'm not saying where you do not get them from. I'm saying specifically, where do you get your numbers specifically?
I'm not specifically looking it up right now.
Exactly. You don't look up any information. You don't have any real numbers. You don't have anything. As a matter of fact, Beta, this entire conversation reminds me. Hold on one second, Beta. This entire conversation reminds me that while speaking to people like you, I need this, right? Because Beta, you don't have actual information. You just believe in conspiracies. So with that being said, I need protection because your information is not going to seep in my brain. I refuse. I refuse to let your information seep in my brain. I absolutely refuse to let you actually give me brain rot. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. Guys, W's in the chat. W's in the chat for Jesse. Jesse sent a $3 donation saying Beta is using trustmebro.com. We absolutely know that's exactly what's happening. Absolutely know that. Also, W's in the chat for Jesse, who sent another $3 donation saying MAGA math is so amazing. You're correct. One more time, W's in the chat for Jesse, who sent a $5 donation saying, why can't Beta accept white male mediocrity runs rampant in the MAGA party? You are absolutely correct. Also, guys, W's in the chat for Jonathan for Johnny over on YouTube, who sent a $2 super chat to say you can get these numbers firsthand from .gov. You absolutely can't, Johnny. We know this. We know for a fact that you can actually verify all of this information. You're absolutely right. But guys, W's in the chat for all of the donators. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. All of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. We do have super chats over on YouTube, and you can donate there. Also, Twitch. What up, Twitch? With that being said, Johnny, Coop, I'm going to take this off because you haven't given me any conspiracies or anything, so I don't think I need this for you. But Coop, I need you to substantiate anything that you're saying, right? I need you to tell me.
Communist, bro. That's what I'm saying. She's a communist. I don't.
Okay. Wait. So you're saying Kamala is a communist?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. What is communism?
I always go by the English definition. It's the doctrine of the liberation of the proletariat.
That's not the definition of communism.
It is. It's English. It's the creator of the communism definition. That's you can.
Okay, cool. Where can I find them? Where can I find that information?
Marxist.org. You gotta
Marxist.org.
Yes.
Okay. So
Marx
let's take a look at this.
Created the book together, the Communist Manifesto, and it says it right there, bro.
Okay.
So you're talking to someone's educator, bro.
I'm not. I'm absolutely not. So you're saying Marxist.org is where you can find the definition of communism that actually speaks to what you said. Okay, cool. So I'm on. No. Coop, you told me to go here, right? Cool. Yes. I'm on Marxist.org, right? Tell me where I go to find the definition of communism.
Yeah, it's in the manifesto itself.
Where? Because this actually brings up. Let me show you what I'm saying. Right?
I can't. Like,
no. Hold on one second. Because I'm even going to show you. Hold on one second. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm seeing. Right? Because I want you to be super specific. Right? So if you look at the actual, you said Marxist.org. This is Marxist.org. This is Marxist.org. This is exactly what you said.
Try searching Communist Manifesto Marxist.org. I think you're on the wrong.
No. You told me Marxist.org.
Yeah, go on the manifesto part of it. I usually just search up
where there's no manifesto part. Listen, I can select Marxist, library, history, subject, encyclopedia, FAQ, about the archive, what's new, cross-language index, search. What would you like me to pick?
Try searching up Communist Manifesto. It's on that one.
Okay, give me a second.
That's what I'm not citing like a website, dude. I'm citing like a.
No, you said that I can find this information on Marxist.org.
It usually is. I think it was on there before. That's where I read mine.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you said try searching up Communist Manifesto?
Yes.
Okay, give me a second here. Pound, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I'm a Trump supporter.
Okay, hold tight for me just a second here.
A triple K. No, it's not. What the hell?
All right, let's see.
Website. You gotta get steamrolled this topic, bud.
Oh, you sure about that?
Yeah, bro. You don't know nothing about economics, man. I'm the best.
You haven't been the best at anything yet, at all, like nothing. So let's see here. I found the Communist Manifesto Party, the Manifesto of the Communist Party. This is what it says, right? Let's see here. The party of opposition power. Now, give me again what you said the actual definition is.
The doctrine of the liberation of the proletariat. That's Engel's definition right there.
The doctrine of the libertarian. Say it again.
The doctrine of the liberation of the proletariat. Do you know what a proletariat is?
Oh, I'm not seeing that at all. Tell me specifically, because I'm looking at the manifesto, looking at it right now. I know what communism is, and I'm even trying to actually go off of your definition of communism, but where can I find? I don't see that.
Think if the stateless class is moneyless society, do you go by the stupid definition that Dean Rivers does?
Well, I mean, that's the actual definition. I mean,
That's
like, but again,
that's not the definition. That's the aftermath of getting that.
okay, I hear you. Cool. So tell me what specifically about Kamala Harris, right, makes her a communist? Is it the fact that she believes in capitalism? Is it the fact that she believes in democracy? Is it the fact that she respects the not only transition of power, but the will of the people when it comes to the process of voting? What makes her a communist? Because one, not finding your definition by what you just said, but also two, that's not the definition of communism. I'm not going to play semantics with you. I would just like for you to tell me what makes Kamala Harris an actual communist. Go.
Her tax cuts and welfare programs for the lower middle class. That's
okay. What tax cuts? So wait, hold on. So are you saying specifically the fact that she wanted to give tax cuts to the middle and lower class?
Yes. That.
Okay. What about Trump wanting to give? What about Trump wanting to give tax cuts to the billionaire and corporations? Does that make him a communist? Thank you so much for the galaxy. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, cool.
You get interested. What is proletariat?
Cool.
What is that?
So the simple fact of the matter is wanting to actually stimulate tax cuts for the lower and middle class does not make someone a communist. Again,
it does. You don't know what proletariat means. Define it.
Cool.
Define proletariat.
No. Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is, because you've said multiple things and I haven't been able to find what you're talking about. So obviously we're on the different page. I'm sorry. Yeah. You're right, Coop. Go ahead and explain to me. You got it.
Kamala's giving
Kamala, but I would like for you to actually take a whole step back and break down what you're saying, because obviously I don't understand. You're right. I don't. Go ahead, Coop. Go ahead.
So a proletariat is the working class, and the bourgeois or the bourgeoisie is the rich, the people who own the means of production. That's what Trump is doing. He's helping the bourgeoisie, and Kamal's helping the proletariat, which is communism, right? Now that you know that, can we agree that Kamala Harris is a communist?
No.
How is that wrong? I just told you, bro.
Because the simple fact of the matter is communism is a social political philosophy and economic ideology within society movement where the goal is the creation of communist society. It means that means that there is a stateless, systemless, moneyless, classless society. It means that there's no one that's above the other person. It means, keeping it super simple, it means that people are equals and they all share. Right? Easy.
You have such a surface level knowledge on them when it comes to
again, you are absolutely, this is like the most insane thing that you're saying. You're talking in circles. None of this actually matters. But let's go back to the original question, because again, let's go. You don't even know what communism is. You're coming up here, you're trying to sound smart. You're not, but you're trying to actually go off to a whole different subject, because I've dog walked you so far and I need you to come back and hold my hand. Welcome in, Johnny Raid. Welcome in, Johnny Raid. Welcome in, everyone that's coming in from the Johnny Raid. As you get in from the Johnny Raid, guys, tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up, please. Let's get the likes up to 100,000 likes. Let's get the shares up as well. Let's get the shares up to 200 shares. And also, guys, if we can knock out the daily gift goal, that would definitely help. Also, guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. If you're watching on YouTube, you have the ability to actually send a YouTube super chat, which I will read out. We also have memberships over on YouTube as well, where you get access to our Discord. You get personalized responses, all of these amazing things. But also, if you're on YouTube, make sure you're liking the stream. with that being said, if you are a Trump supporter, request up. We are only talking to Trump supporters. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We have Coop up here who is all across the board. We're going to bring it all the way back. We have Pound up here. I want to actually introduce Pound and then we'll get back into it. Pound, quick question for you, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Who's Trump's daddy?
Me.
Ooh, okay. Okay, you think that you're Trump's daddy. Cool. What makes you say that?
Because he works for the people. He works for me.
Ooh. Okay, Pound, listen. I agree with you in theory, right? I definitely agree with you in theory. That's who his daddy should be, right? But it's not. The reason why I say that, right? Just walk with me for a second. We know about President Musk. Cool. Got it. We also know, though, that he's been bending the knee for BB. He's always been Putin's puppet. He definitely showed that this week. But we also know that now more than ever, he's been the Heritage Foundation's whore, but he has his billionaire bosses. So that's why I asked the question, how can one man serve so many masters without doing anything to benefit the everyday American?
Well, let me tell you what me, right? I'm a pastor. You know what I mean? So
okay.
I don't see the left trying to help out and protect my where churches where they get the tax break. I don't see them trying to do
Wait,
that.
so you care about your 501c? Is that what you're referring to?
Well,
you care about your actual church status versus what's actually happening in the country.
Well, that's
cool.
helping me personally. I mean, what do you want me to say?
Pound. So it's all about you. It's not about everyday people. It's all about you and your church. That's what you're saying?
Me and my church, yes.
Okay, so it's all about you and your church. So screw everybody else. Screw the rest of the country. Screw all of the people that are losing their jobs. Screw all of the people that are losing their health care. Screw everybody else as long as you and your church is okay.
The left always talking about taking it away from us. So
Pound.
Why are you guys trying to take that away from
Pound. So you don't care about everyone else as long as you and your church is okay. That's what you're saying.
You know what? That's the other taxes. That's different, right?
No. Pound. I need you to be specific.
That we already are exempt from.
Pound. I need you to hang with me here for a moment, my friend. I need you to hang here for a moment.
You're talking about something totally different.
No. I have not gotten into anything yet because you made a statement, and I need you to actually stay on that statement for me, Pound.
Okay,
Pound,
which one you talking about?
You said that it doesn't matter about everyone else because you care about you and your church, right?
Okay. I'm talking about the tax exempts that we already get. The left ain't helping us.
You talked about your tax exemptions. I said your 501c. I said, so to you, that means it doesn't matter about everything else. It matters about you and your. I said it matters to you. You said, and my congregation. I said, so you care about you and your congregation. You said yes.
Touch that though.
Hey, again, Pound.
You're talking about corporate taxes. I'm talking about. You already know what I'm
not even talking about taxes. I'm talking about the people. That's the difference between Pound. You are talking about your wallet. I am talking about everyday people.
How do you spread the word? Okay, if you're a business,
how do you spread the word?
If you're a business and if you're trying to spread your word,
spread the word, Pound, because you sound Pound.
How do we build churches?
Wait, let's level set for half a second, Pound. Let's level set for half a pound. Pound, let's level set for half a second, okay? You came up here. You're now currently in front of 1.2 thousand people watching on TikTok.
Build a congregation is what I'm asking you.
Pound, again, Pound, just slow down for a second. We're level setting. We're setting the stage, and then we're going to build on our conversation. Just hold on, half a second. You came on TikTok Live in front of 1.2 thousand people. I'm also live on Twitch.
Okay. Are you trying to question my morality?
Pound, can you please have some actual decorum, sir? Have some. You listen, I grew up in a Southern Baptist church, and my grandmother used to tell me all the time to sit quietly and be respectful and listen to the people speaking. Well, right now, Pound, you are in my church. Pound, you are in my church. I am in the pulpit preaching, and you keep trying to talk over me as I give you the word that you need to hear. Stop for a second.
I'm telling you.
Stop for a second, Pound. Let me work. Like I was saying, you came into this live with 1.2 thousand people. I also have people watching on Twitch and YouTube. And you came up here saying that you support and you support Donald Trump and the Trump administration because you fear that the left is trying to take away your 501c status, your tax exemptions. So then I brought to light that you only care about your pockets. You said, and then you said, no, I care about my congregation as well. I said, cool. So for you, you only care about yourself and your congregation.
Wow, really?
Again, I'm trying to level set. I'm trying to level set, Pound. I don't understand why you're off mute right now, my friend. I don't get that. Again, so I'm trying to clarify because I don't want any misconceptions. I want you to clear up what I'm saying if I'm wrong, right? So just listen to the whole thing for a second. So I said, you only care about your pockets and your congregation. You don't care about everyday Americans. You said correct. Now tell me, am I wrong? Do you only care about you and your congregation and not the rest of the country?
So you're telling me if I care about everybody else?
No, I just asked a question.
Okay. All right. Are you going to let me answer?
No, I want you to answer the question directly, my friend.
Care about my regular
No. That's not what I said, my friend. That's not what I said.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm asking you to answer the question specifically.
Okay. Do I care about other people? Yes, I do.
Okay. So yes. All right. Perfect. So it's not just about you and your congregation. It's about everyone.
Wow. Are you happy?
It's about everyone, right?
Or the corporation is going to get those tax breaks. But what about me?
Listen, I have never heard a more selfish statement come from a pastor.
You question my morality.
How can you call yourself a man of God and for you to get up on this TikTok live now in front of 1.4 thousand people, 1.4 thousand people and say, what about me? What would Jeebus say? What would happen?
What would Jesus say? Okay.
What would Jeebus say if you got up in front of everybody and say, what about me?
Let me tell you something. A great pastor told me, right? You can't be so heavily minded where you're no earthly good.
Okay. I hear you. You're trying to actually preach the goodness of being secular. I hear you. Right. Listen, I don't get it twisted. I have no misconception as far as the needs to understand what's happening in and out of the secular world, while understanding that there is a need to have set finances to be able to do the things that you want. I get it. We can agree on that. The difference between you and I, though, is that you're sitting here saying, oh, it's about my taxes. It's about being able to, quote unquote, do my works. Listen, Jeebus, do you think that he worried about his 501c status, or did he worry about reaching the people? Did he worry about how he had the money, or did he worry about getting the word out and making sure that everyone had the ability to make it to the kingdom of heaven? What's more important to you, Pound? Pound, what's more important to you?
I'm not voting.
Making sure that people, no. Answer the question, Pound. Answer the question. What's more important to you, your pockets or people getting into heaven? Go.
Making government smaller.
Again, what's more important to you, your pockets or getting people into heaven? Go.
Of course, getting people into heaven.
Okay, so if it's more important to you to get people into heaven, if it's more important to you to get people into heaven, then you wouldn't be talking about your 501c status. You wouldn't be talking about the fact that the right is actually going to do anything, or you're worried about the actual taxes for your church. You would be worrying about putting someone in power who is stripping away the rights of people, who someone is putting people in power that's taking away the ability for people to live, social safety nets. Hey, Jesus cared about social safety nets. You remember when he took that fish and you took the bread and he fed everybody? You remember when Jesus fed everybody with the fish and the bread?
What rights have Donald Trump taken?
Do you remember when Jesus fed everybody with the fish and the bread?
What rights have Donald Trump taken?
Pound. Do you remember when Jesus fed everybody with the fish and the bread? Yes or no?
What rights have
Yes or
Donald
no
Trump taken from you?
Yes or no?
I heard you say that.
Yes or no?
I don't know. I don't.
Yes or no?
I'm not. It's simple.
Yes or no?
Told you.
Yes or no?
I just told you.
Okay? Do you remember? Do you remember when
trying to come for it? Why?
Pound.
Why don't you? Instead of questioning me, why don't you question your own party?
Well, because I don't have my quote unquote party up here. I have you up here and you stepped into the ring. You must have thought that this was something different. I don't know if you've ever seen me before, but this is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. I think you may be a little bit confused about what's happening. I am not the tolerant left. I am not somebody else sitting up here saying, oh, we need to come together and all this. No, I genuinely, I will go at anyone's head. And right now you are in the ring and I will hold you accountable for your words. And so far, your words have shown you to be nothing but a hypocrite. You come up here claiming to be a pastor, a man of God, but the only thing that you care about at this time is your pockets. You don't care about people. You came up here to specifically talk about your 501c while Donald Trump is actively harming people every single day. You are not a good person. You are not a person that Jesus would be proud of. You're someone that only cares about your wallet. Keep it a buck.
It definitely ain't. That's not how work is done.
Hey, so do you remember the story about the fish and the bread?
I mean, you're the one over here questioning my morality.
Yes or no?
But your party is the one that's
yes or no? Do you remember? Like, Pound, it's super simple, right? It's super simple. Yes or no? Do you remember the story about Jesus feeding?
What do you want me to do?
I want you to answer the question.
What do you want me to do about Trump?
Listen.
What do you want me to do? I already know what he's doing.
What
do you want me to do?
So if you know what he's doing, if you know, hey, Pound, if you know what he's doing,
what do you want me to do?
Pound, if you know what he's doing,
what do you want me to do?
I'm trying to answer your question. You asked me a question.
You want me to get double hit whammy?
If you,
it's double whammy. I'm damned if I am. I'm damned if I do.
Pound, would you like for me to answer your question? Yes or no?
Come on now.
Okay. Would you like for me to answer your question?
Okay.
Yes or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So if you're sitting here and if you're sitting here,
if you're right.
Okay, I'm going to answer your question because you asked the question. I want to answer your question. If you know for a fact what Donald Trump is doing and you're supposed to be a man of God, then I want you to actually stand up. I want you to actually stand up for what God and Jesus said that you were supposed to actually do. And I want you to protect those lambs. I want you to be the shepherd instead of actually leading these people to the wolves because you want a tax cut. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You don't care about everyday people because your wallet is more important, friend. That's weird. That's wicked. And even if you actually believe that, why would you get up here in front of 1.5 thousand people and say that?
Congregation? Tell me how.
It's the same way that I would actually pay for my community. The same things that I do for my community. Hey, fun fact here. Listen. While we have 1.5 thousand people here, I want to say this, guys. Every third week of the month here on Santana platform. Again, I'm speaking. Every third week of the month here on the Santana platform, we do what's called Mutual Aid Week. With Mutual Aid Week, we dedicate those funds that we collect for that entire week. Again, speaking, we dedicate those funds that we collect for that entire week to help someone in or outside of our community. So we come together every third week of the month and we take care of someone that was in need. This past month, February, the third week, we had a transgender individual who was trying to escape a hate crime that happened in Florida, and we needed to help get them out of that situation. We came together as a community and raised $3,000 to help our community member to actually escape a horrible situation.
Okay,
now, if you are a subscriber, you know that we have a mutual aid channel in our Discord. If you're not a subscriber, please grab a subscription and actually check out our Discord. It's an amazing Discord. But if you are someone that needs help, you can always drop your information in our mutual aid section in our Discord, and we do everything possible to actually help each other. But every third week of the month, we will pick someone from our mutual aid section and help try to get them what they need. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, Santana, I can't afford to become a subscriber. I understand. We get it. I absolutely understand. Not everyone can actually afford to be a subscriber. So what we also have, if you go to the link tree in my bio, there is a mutual aid email. So even if you're someone that's not a member of my Discord and you need help, then fill out that mutual aid email and send it over. Your information will be vetted. And from that point, you will be considered for mutual aid week. Every third week of the month, we raise those funds. We want to help our community. We want to help people. And we don't give a damn about a 501c status. We are going to take care of each other. Hey, Pound, that's how you do it.
So you do this on a regular? You spread the word regularly? Is that what you do, or you just do it bi-weekly?
Oh, spread what word? What are you talking about? Do you mean actually taking care of people within our community?
What do you do? What does your pastor do?
Oh, I don't go to church. I don't go to church. You know why?
I mean,
you know why? You know why I don't go to church, Pound? Hey, Pound, you know why I don't go to church?
Okay.
Because I was raised in a Southern Baptist church.
I don't give a damn about
I was raised in a Southern Baptist church. I went to church all of my life, and I understand the construct. I understand the construct of religion and how people like you are leading these churches when they don't really care about people. I understand what it is to actually be someone who is actually someone that believes in the word versus someone being preached to or someone actually leading. You're also not a good person, friend. You're not.
Why would you say I'm not a good person?
Because you voted against other people's interests because of your pocket.
Interest.
Exactly. You voted for yourself over everyone else while also sitting here saying that you believe in God and you believe in the teachings of Jesus.
Tell me what Trump did to you personally.
Well, personally, Donald Trump made it unsafe even more than it already was to be a black man in America. That's what Donald Trump specifically did to me. Donald Trump made it okay that racists could come out and target black people on an everyday basis without being in fear that anything was going to happen to it. Donald Trump made it okay for Schnazis to get on camera in front of the world and throw Schnazi salute. What are you talking about?
Well, that was kind of racist.
I'm confused. I'm confused.
I'm not like I said, I'm not over here trying to promote Trump.
Yeah. Like it's weird what you're trying to promote, period. Because again, you're talking about your 501c. You're talking about your pockets when people are losing their lives. You're talking
Trump at all.
But you're talking about your pockets while people are losing their lives and losing their livelihood as well.
Who's unaliving?
Women are losing their lives because they don't have access. They don't have access to healthcare. You have transgender people who are losing their livelihoods and possibly their lives because no longer will they have access to the care that they need. You even have veterans. Did you know that specifically? You don't care about veterans?
Well, you said I care about veterans.
Oh, okay, cool. So like I was saying, do you know that actual veterans are losing access to? It's the hearts, my friend. You're not that cute. I wouldn't kiss you. Anyway, like I said, did you know that you have actual veterans who are losing their access to mental health? Meaning they can't get the actual therapy that they need because the Trump administration administration actually passed legislation to get rid of that support that they needed. Let's take a whole step back because I got a couple of people to think. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. I got a couple of people to think. We have to slow down for a second. This is getting. Just hold on for just one moment.
Hey, you know what?
Just hold on for just a second, Pound. Pound, just hold on for a second. Again, I have people to thank. I need to do this. Give me a second. Guys, W's in the chat for Jesse. Jesse sent a $3 donation saying he's not a real Christian. He's a what? I'm not gonna say that word. Shame. W's in the chat for Jesse. Also, W's in the chat for Jesse, who sent a $3 donation sound. Pound is a pulpit pimp. We all know those preachers that do that. Also, guys, W's in the chat for Grandmaster, who sent 100 bits over on Twitch to say, ask him how much does he require his congregation to tithe at his church. You know that he's probably a part of one of those mega churches where they ask for your tax statements.
Hey, I gotta go though. Let me
cool. Give me a second. Also, W's in the chat for Dog Lover, who sent 100 bits over on Twitch to say he's not a pastor, voting for a rapist and glorifying it. You're absolutely right about that. Also, guys, W's over on YouTube. Emily sent a $4.99 super chat to say he's trolling. His posts are very liberal. Hold on. Pound. Did he just run? Is that true? Can anybody go take a look at his page? Because if that's true, I'm going to be highly pissed. If that's true, I'm going to be highly pissed. W's in the chat for everybody that donated, guys. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. Also, please, guys, remember, we do have super chats over on YouTube. If you are over on YouTube and you want to make a donation, you can definitely send a super chat. And also, you can become a member. You get access to our Discord. You get access to a bunch of really cool emotes. You get priority as far as any type of messages. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. We are only talking to Trump supporters. Keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get likes up to 200,000 likes. If you have not sent your daily heart me, go ahead and send your daily heart me. It helps boost the live and push us out to the FYP. If you are a friendly, please do not request up. We are not talking to any friendlies. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Vincent, are you a Trump supporter?
No, I am not.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only talking to Trump supporters. We are only talking to Trump supporters. Keep tapping the screen, share the live. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We're gonna get a couple of people in here. If you're in the box and you are not a Trump supporter, we are not speaking to people that are not Trump supporters. Mariah, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes. I just say one thing.
Okay, give me one second. Hold on 1 second. MK, are you a Trump supporter?
How are you, my friend?
Wait, are you a Trump supporter?
From Syria, my friend. I need help.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Zay, are you a Trump supporter? Zay, are you a Trump supporter? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down as well, guys. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only talking to Trump supporters. If you are friendly, keep tapping the screen, share the live, do all the wonderful things. Let's run the likes up. As a matter of fact, this is what I want to do. 15 minutes to get it up to 300,000. If we're not at 300,000 in 15 minutes, then I am definitely going to actually go to sub only. We need to actually get this up to 300,000. Again, if you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. We are only talking to Trump supporters. Shirley Ann, are you a Trump supporter?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to come up.
No worries, I'm gonna drop you down. Black Tony, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, Santana, I didn't even hit anything.
Are you? But you're a Trump supporter?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna drop you down again, guys. Check where you are. We are only talking to Trump supporters. Do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are not talking to friendlies.
Bro, from Syria.
Again, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only talking to Trump supporters. These are debates, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. Guys, Nelly TV, are you a Trump supporter?
Oh yeah, I am.
Okay, perfect. Hey, Maria.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
California.
Oh, okay, cool. What time is it in California?
It's early, but you should.
Yeah, what time is it in California?
Because you have TikTok.
What time is it in California?
Why you're asking?
What time is it in California?
Can you repeat that?
What? Yeah, listen, I don't understand why people who don't go here always want to actually get involved in what is happening in American politics. Listen, find your own fascists. This is ours. We hate Donnie. No one wants to hear your opinion on it. Get out of here. Nelly TV, you said you're a Trump supporter, right?
Yes, sir.
Perfect, perfect. Question for you, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Trump's daddy?
I don't know his first name.
Wait, are you talking about Fred?
Well, he was his daddy, or like, yeah, well, Fred Trump, yeah, that's his dad, right?
No. Listen, my friend, you might be a little bit confused. We're not talking about his father. I get how you would say that.
Who did he suck up to? Okay.
Well, yeah, right. Okay, let me be a little bit more specific, Nelly.
Yeah.
We understand about President Musk. Cool, got it. But we also know that he's been bending the knee to BB. He's definitely Putin's puppet, but more so than ever, he's the Heritage Foundation's whore. But we can't forget his billionaire bosses, right? So I guess a better question would be, how can one man serve so many masters without caring about everyday Americans?
I don't think he serves them. I think they're around him and they do advise him. But I don't think that Donald Trump serves the billionaires, his billionaires. It's because he's a billionaire himself. I don't think that's going to be something that he's just going to put himself out there doing. Okay. But
hey, Nelly, quick question for you. Where do you live?
I live in Melbourne, but I'm from Philadelphia. So I do understand exactly what that question was going.
Oh, okay. So you live in, you said Melbourne,
Australia. Yeah,
okay, cool. Did you vote in the election?
Oh, I did not.
Okay. And so you have no skin in the game. I hear you. You're from Philly. You live in Australia while also not voting in this last election. You have no skin in the game. I'm sorry. Kick rocks. Guys, keep tapping the screen, share the live out, do all the wonderful things to let TikTok know that we're in the building. Joanna, how do I say
I got a shit ton of mine.
I'm sorry?
I mean, I got mine, so
you got yours what, friend?
No, I don't know how many food stamps you have left right now.
Wait, friend, you got what?
Right.
I know, Joanna. Joanna, you know you're up here in front of 1.5 thousand people.
If you want to grab a box of coffee.
A box of coffee? Who's drinking coffee out of a box? Is that like box wine?
No.
Joanna. Okay, I'm gonna drop you down, Joanna. Juanetta, you're right. Juanetta, I see it. Juanetta, can you hear me? Okay. Juanetta, I'm gonna drop you down so you can figure out the situation with your box coffee. So we're gonna go ahead and keep it moving, guys. Tap the screen. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. We are actually looking for Trump supporters, guys. Debbie's in the chat for Latricia. Latricia sent a $40 donation on PayPal saying, thank you, City Girl on TikTok. City Girl on TikTok, thank you so much for that $40 donation. You are absolutely far too kind. Guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. And also, if you are over on YouTube, you do have the ability to send an actual super chat where you can donate through there, and I will read your message out. So thank you, each and every one of you guys. We got DJ up here. I know DJ is a Trump supporter. DJ and I have spoken before. And DJ, I'm not even going to ask you the question on the background. I got a better question for you, my friend.
Yeah, I figured I'd come up here and help you out, man. Since you couldn't get anybody to come up here.
And listen, your peers are scared. It's weird. And also, DJ, why does everybody else in the world seem to think that we care what they think about our actual situation in the country?
I mean, that's a great question, Santana.
It's weird. I don't go into like Canadians' lives and want to talk about their prime minister situation. I don't go into like UK lives and talk about, you know, their parliament or anything, the king. Like, it's weird.
We are the USA, man. We are the world leader. Everybody wants to be involved.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Anyway, DJ, how can you justify what Donald Jimothy Trump did in the Oval Office on Friday?
How can I justify it? I thought it was awesome.
You thought what he did was a good thing.
He basically let Zelensky know that, you know, the days of freeloading are over.
So you are perfectly fine with Donald Trump alienating and berating and belittling our allies while signaling to Russia that we have their back, while also telling the rest of the world that the United States is not going to be a leader of freedom anymore. You're good with that?
I'm pretty sure that we've been a leader in the free world for a long, long time.
And so, but you're good with the fact that we no longer want to actually be a leader of the free world anymore.
I think trying to stop that war is absolutely being a leader.
And how, wait, so you think it's justified to actually give up on a war that, one, wasn't started by Ukraine? Let's be clear. Putin is the aggressor. Putin invaded Ukraine.
No problems with that.
Cool. So, but you're perfectly fine with letting dictators take over land.
I'm sorry, were you finished?
That was the question. You're perfectly fine with letting dictators take over land?
Do you think Zelensky's a dictator?
No, I'm talking about Putin. No, Zelensky is a war hero. He's a wartime president. He should have been treated with respect and reverence, but you have JD, who for some reason, first time in his life, decided he was going to get off the couch and try to poke out his chest. Like, that was weird. How are you letting him disrespecting another head of state like that? But anyway, you're good with letting dictators take over land.
Okay, so you're talking about a world leader that came to the White House of a country that's given him 170, 180 billion dollars.
I think it's 184.8, somewhere like that. Yep.
So he shows up at the White House, okay, dressed the way that he was dressed.
Please don't talk about how he's dressed. And you already know why, DJ. Like, I'm not going to play that game with you because you already know what that's about.
I'm not playing the game.
Okay, cool. Do you, so DJ, you care about how he was dressed? Yes or no? Be honest.
He shows up here and how he respects.
Okay, so yes, you care about how he was dressed. So you care about how he was dressed.
It's not my number one priority, Santana.
You mentioned that. Okay, so how many times have you criticized Elon Musk for dressing the way that he dressed? Also for breaking a law by wearing paraphernalia, the MAGA hat, inside of the Oval Office, which even Donald Trump doesn't do. So again, tell me, you care about Zelensky and the way that he was dressed, but you don't care about Elon and the way that he's been dressed.
You know what? You're right, Santana.
Exactly.
You're right. I should have never said anything about the way he was dressed.
Exactly. Perfect. Cool.
Okay,
keep going.
That makes you better. That makes you feel good. Then that's cool, man.
Oh no, I mean, I'm just saying, like, don't be hypocritical. That's it.
Oh, so talking about the way he's dressed is okay. It's cool, man.
Listen, no, I'm saying if you're gonna be upset with the way that he's dressed, you have to be upset with everyone. If you had that same energy for Musk, I wouldn't say not one thing. But if you can't have that energy for one person and then don't have that same energy for someone else, that's hypocritical. That's my point.
Analogy, but if that makes you feel good, that's cool, man.
What analogy?
You just gave an analogy for Zelensky and Musk.
No, that's not an analogy. That's a comparison.
Oh, okay.
That's a direct comparison. The fact that that Elon Musk has come into the White House. Listen, DJ, just to make sure you and I are clear, right? I absolutely agree that anyone stepping into the Oval Office should have on a suit, who should actually be dressed with and respect the office of the presidency. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the richest man on earth. I don't care if you are another world leader. I don't care if you're a social media influencer that got invited to the White House. Everyone should actually respect the office of the presidency. And I have that same energy for each and every person. The problem that I have is that you came up here and you started with that, and MAGA wants to talk about the way that he was dressed while giving a pass to Elon Musk.
I'm pretty sure I just gave him a pass. I'm pretty sure I just told you you're right.
Okay,
Are
cool.
you gonna,
All right, go ahead.
keep harping on this same point?
Go ahead.
No, I mean, I'm just asking you a question.
Go ahead. You're good. Go ahead.
Is this all you got?
Go ahead.
I mean, because I absolutely have no problem with
Go ahead.
That Trump.
Go ahead.
Trump and JD Vance handled that situation. No problem whatsoever.
Okay. So you think that belittling, berating, and alienating our allies is a good thing?
I think that Zelensky has had his time. He's had his opportunity. I'm not saying that the man is not brave. I'm not saying that the man hasn't done good things. But do you think that Ukraine can win this war?
Yes.
Okay. What makes you think that?
The fact that not only has Ukraine caused multiple issues for Russia, including taking parts of Russia, but Ukraine has not only without having any other boots on the ground, they've been able to actually continue this war. And Russia at the same time has lost massive parts of their military. They have lost, thank you so much for the glowing fish. They've lost massive parts of their military, so much so that they've had to actually go to outside countries to beg for support, i.e. North Korea. They've been ostracized from the rest of the world. Their economy is failing. Their people are turning on them. At the same time, they can't make any real progress with taking Ukraine, and it's been 3 years. So yes, I definitely think that Ukraine can win this war.
Okay, so how much longer do you think? Any idea? I mean, how long?
I don't have an estimate on that.
Okay, so you think it's a good idea that we're just going to continue with this generosity and donating money to them when we have no idea when the end of this war is in sight?
I think that making sure that Russia doesn't actually take more land and standing up for freedom is more important than worrying about quote unquote generosity. Are you asking me a question, DJ? Can I finish answering the question?
Sure, go ahead.
I care more about those other factors than the quote unquote generosity, but let's not get it conflated. The quote unquote generosity, one, the United States isn't just giving away money. They are getting multiple things in return, including also divvying out loans, but also seeing those ramifications as far as what's happening to Russia benefits the United States. But also, too, that's another reason why Ukraine was willing to actually negotiate that rare mineral deal, which is going to put money and supplies into the pockets of the United States, while also allowing Ukraine to continue to hold up with their end as far as being able to fight this war. So yeah, I think there's more to it than just that.
Did he sign the mineral deal?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
You know why?
Because why? Oh, I know exactly why.
Okay, you tell me why.
Because he wanted assurances that Russia was not going to attack again.
No, that's not. That you were almost there. That's almost there. You were almost there. That's not. How can he assure that Russia's not going to attack anymore? That's not it.
He being who?
You said that Zelensky wanted assurances that Russia wasn't going to attack anymore. That's not true.
What?
He wanted actual military assurances from the United States that if anything else happened, that they would have Ukraine's back.
Okay.
What's wrong with that? If you're sitting here saying that we've been doing something for nothing, but yet we're given a situation where we can not only recoup money, but also get rare earth minerals that we don't have access to. And in return, they just want us to make sure that we have their back with our military. What's wrong with that?
Because you're asking us to guarantee a position that in the future we might not want to take back up. That's why.
Yeah, you're right. You know who doesn't? Thank you. Thank you very much. You know who doesn't want to take that position?
The United States?
The Trump administration. You know why?
The Trump administration represents who?
Technically, yes, they represent the United States. They don't represent the will of the people. They're not doing specifically what benefits everyday Americans, but technically, howdy, partner, they're supposed to actually represent the United States, but they're not. And the reason why I say that is specifically, they are pro-Russia. DJ, they're pro-Russia. Ask me, how do I know this?
I don't care.
No. Ask me how do I know this, DJ?
No,
Because
that's your talking
I
point. If you
am
wanna
willing to
spill it,
bet
go ahead. I'm
I
not
am
gonna-
willing to
I'm not
bet
gonna-
that you I am willing to bet that you don't know one of the biggest and most blatant waving the white flag and saying that we are pro-Russia thing that we just did in the last 48 hours, I think, within the last 48 hours, and I'm willing to bet you don't know about it, and it's not even what happened in the White House.
I don't. I give up, Santana. What
Cool.
is it?
I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with Pete Hegseth. What did Pete Hegseth just do?
Tell me how it has to do with Pete Hegseth.
What did Pete Hegseth just do?
I don't know, Santana. I have no idea what he just did.
Cool. Pete Hegseth, the head of the DOD, just sent out communications and initiative for the United States to stop all of their cybersecurity efforts. Thank you so much for the future encounter. Thank you so much. All of the cybersecurity efforts that we have specifically targeting Russia. So not only meaning that it's pushing back on any of the threats that we're receiving coming from Russia, but it's also stopping those proactive efforts to W's in the chat for Jessica Simone for sending out those 5 subs. W's in the chat, Jessica Simone. What up, Jess? It's stopping our initiative to actually proactively attack Russia with any type of cybersecurity. So Pete Hegseth and the Trump administration just said, hey, we're good with Russia. We don't care if they actually attack us with cybersecurity. Also, we're not interested in actually doing anything proactively to make sure that we're fighting on any fronts with cybersecurity with Russia.
I'm looking
DJ?
up what you're saying. I'm looking up what you're saying.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, while you do that, let me do this. Guys, W's in the chat for Peggy. Peggy sent a $5 donation, said, Peggy, I don't know what's going on, but I will send this over to my mods and I will let them figure that out. I didn't. Sorry, Peggy. W's in the chat for Jesse. Jesse sent a $5 donation saying, DJ, what is the Budapest memorandum? Listen, DJ knows that. The reason why I didn't even bring that up is because DJ has done this with multiple people. He knows exactly what it is. He knows exactly what he's saying. DJ even knows that he's spouting pro-Russian propaganda. He's talking about Russian talking points. DJ knows this. I've heard DJ speak multiple times. He knows what he's doing. Guys, tap the screen. Again, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. Also, over on YouTube, we do have the ability to do super chat. So if you want to actually send a donation and a message over on YouTube, and I will read it out, please go ahead and do a super chat. Also, if you're on YouTube, tap the screen. Also on Twitch, I see you guys. Global, are you a Trump supporter?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. We are only, thank you for the cheers. Only talking to Trump supporters. We are not talking to friendlies. Please do not request up if you are friendly. If you are friendly, do all the wonderful things. Go ahead and tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 400,000 likes. Let's get the shares up as well. Do all the wonderful things. Warren, are you a Trump supporter? Warren, are you a Trump supporter? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down. DJ, were you able to actually find that information?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. What would you like to say?
To summarize, Pete Hegseth did not order a complete stop to all surveillance of Russia, but has.
I didn't say that.
I'm just reading this. Santana.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
But he says, he has instructed Cyber Command to halt offensive cyber operations and planning against Russia, which could impact some aspects as to how Russian cyber threats are addressed.
What else?
That's basically what it says.
That's not it. Where are you reading this information from?
It's from AI.
So you read an actual overview.
Correct.
Okay, so where's the overview actually citing the information from?
Let's see. New York Times, telegraph.co.uk, gizmodo.com, Washington Post, yahoo.com, Daily Herald. It gives a list of 15 web pages that it pulls the information from.
Okay, so how about we pull up? Read those to me again. Let's get one specifically that we can actually drill down on.
Whichever one you want, man. Yahoo, Daily Herald,
absolutely not.
Newsmax.
No. Give me a second here.
Newsmax says the same thing as ordered
Hold on a
cyber
second.
commander.
Hold on a second. Give me a second here.
Indicate cyber offensive actions. I mean, how much? It's basically. So, what's the difference between what I said and what you're saying?
Well, it's also the actual issue comes in that it's not just the actual halting of offensive. Damn it, why do I keep getting blocked by paywalls? It's not just about the actual offensive. It's about the fact that they are stopping. Oh, okay. It's also about the fact that they are stopping the actual efforts to make sure that we're blocking any of the actual the attacks that we're not stopping the attacks in from Russia as well. I'm sorry, I was multitasking, so I got off on the train of thought.
So
That's the point that I want to get across as well.
Defensive actions as well.
Yes, specifically towards Russia.
So basically, what you're telling me, I want to make sure I understand, okay? Because I don't want to misconstrue what you're saying. You're saying that not only did he stop any offensive cyber attacks towards Russia, we're just basically opened the walls to him. Said, here you go, guys. Come on in here and take a look at anything you want to see.
Well, I'm not saying that we're opening the walls. That's not what I'm saying at all. No. What I am saying is that we are stopping any proactive efforts to make sure, and also stopping any investigations into anything that they have done to us. That's what I'm saying. We're stopping any proactive efforts, and we're stopping any investigations on what they've done to us.
The New York Times reported that Hegseth's order to you like the New York Times, right? You're okay with that?
I would prefer another site, but go ahead and read what you got.
Oh, you're not good with New York Times? Okay.
No, I mean, like I'm more of a BBC political, Al Jazeera type of person myself.
Broader Pentagon reevaluations of operations against Russia, possibly linked to diplomatic efforts.
Mm-hmm.
And that's from the New York Times.
Read it again. I'm sorry, I missed that part.
I'm sorry. Sure. The New York Times reported that Hegseth's order to stop offensive cyber operations as part of a broader Pentagon reevaluation of operations against Russia, possibly linked to diplomatic efforts.
Where are you reading that at in the New York Times? What paragraph?
I'm not looking at the New York Times.
I thought that's what you just said. Where are you reading from specifically?
It's given a synopsis. This.
Oh, so again, you're going back to AI.
And
you're going back to AI. Cool. Because even I went to the New York Times to look at what you're saying here, and it does say that it says it left the act, well, not left, but the wording is changed. Specifically, it says here it's an order to pause military operations during the sensitive diplomatic negotiations to avoid derailing them. That's what they're trying to actually say. But it says here.
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah.
Excuse me. But it says here, it's not just, where is it? Let me get that down. Because it's not just the actual, anyway, it's not just the actual offensive. It's not just us as far as what we're targeting them for. It's also what they're doing. But again, tell me that being said, this is not a signal to Russia that we're willing to actually acquiesce to them, and we're taking a pro-Russia stance.
I don't think that indicates a pro-Russia stand at all. I think that it indicates that somebody, I mean, we live in a different world now, Santana, and you know that. I mean, I'm much older than you, okay? But these kind of things that you're talking about, these cyber attacks, whether it's offensive or defensive, I don't think we're just going to give up any defensive mode, whether it's Russia or China or whomever, okay? But, that's part of a negotiation, obviously. And I think it's very cool that somehow or another that news is out there. Do you think that kind of transparency would have been out there under the previous administration?
You think? I mean, I'm sure that in some way, shape, or form, there might have been leaks. I don't think that's a good thing. Hold on one second. Shatisha, or whatever your name is, you're a teacup right now, but are you a Trump supporter? Shatisha? All right, you're a teacup, and I'm gonna drop you because you immediately came in and teacup. And guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. We are not talking to friendlies, guys. We are not talking to friendlies. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We're only talking to Trump supporters. Whatever, DJ. Whatever. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Let's see here. Juanetta, are you a Trump supporter? Juanetta, are you a Trump supporter? Okay, I'm gonna drop you down. Yeah, DJ. So the point is that I don't think that quote unquote transparency to that level is a good thing. No, I think that's a bad thing.
Interesting. Okay.
And the reason being is because I understand, just like I don't think the exchange between Zelensky and Trump was a good thing. It's not that I'm saying that it's something that does not happen, but I am saying that like negotiations should happen in the back room. Like DJ, I don't know what you do for a living, but like in business, is it a good thing to always negotiate in front of like customers or in front of employees or anything like that?
No, I don't disagree with that. No.
And that's my whole point. Like there's certain things that you don't want to actually put out.
I wasn't thrilled about all that happened right in front of the press corps. I wasn't thrilled about that. But I mean, what did you think about Zelensky's saying that, you know, you guys have this nice ocean between you but one day you will feel it?
I think it's the truth. I absolutely think it's the truth. And I think that it's something that, you know what, whether we want to hear it or not, like, I think a lot of Americans have a misconception that everything is so far away and they can't be touched. But if you allow these type of things to grow and fester and actually move forward, at some point, it's going to come directly to our doorstep. That's the point.
Or if Mr. Zelensky has possibly sold some of the arms that he got from us.
Oh, that's not true.
Mexican cartels. Do you think
that's not true? That's not true. Don't make me grab my tinfoil hat, DJ. I didn't think I would have to put that on for you. Don't do it.
I'm just asking the question, man. I'm just
your question is ridiculous. Hold on one second. Malcolm, are you a Trump supporter? Malcolm, are you a Trump supporter? Malcolm X. Malcolm X, I'm going to send you a request to come off of mute. Are you a Trump supporter? Okay, I'm going to drop you down. I don't understand why people like request up and then they either like get quiet or like, I don't understand what happens. Yes, he is cool. Malcolm X, if you can hear me, you can request back up, but you were absolutely silent. Issa, are you a Trump supporter?
I'm a signed up Republican, yeah, with an English accent.
You signed up Republican.
So basically, that means that's a yes.
Okay. Where do you live?
Republican voter. It's irrelevant.
Where do you live?
I travel. Why do you?
Where do you live?
Where do I live? I live in my body. I travel.
Okay. What do you live in the United States of America? Yes or no?
Yes. I'm a
what
resident
state?
there, yes. In California. I don't need to be.
You're in. Okay, cool. So you live in California. You live in California. What time is it in California?
It's like GMT or Zulu time -10.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You get out of here. Listen, stop requesting up if you are not a United States citizen that lives in the United States that voted in this election. I don't care about your actual opinion coming from wherever other country you're from. Stop it. Stop being weird. Stop being weird. Stop being weird. No one wants to talk to you. I don't care. I don't want to talk to you. Paid by Gotti. I think I've spoken with you before. I know you're a Trump supporter, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Santana, you and Paid by Gotti, go for it, man. I got to take off, but
well,
thanks for having me.
Hold on 1 second, DJ, because I got one other thing for you. Because
you got to make it quick, man. I really got to scoot, dude.
Okay, you know what? It's fine. Go ahead and go. You're good. You're good.
Take care, man.
Yep. Have a good one. Guys, tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get likes up to 400,000 likes. Let's get the shares up. Let's do all the wonderful things. Paid by Gotti.
Yeah.
How old are you? 18. What year were you born?
2006, September.
2006?
Yeah, September.
Okay.
But look, I just want to talk about Doge and USA.
That's not how this works. Guys, keep tap on the screen, share the live, do all the wonderful things, let the TikTok know that we are in the building. Also, guys, W's in the chat for Sonia. Sonia sent a $1 donation saying, Arrogance is a weakness. Finland has already stated that they will not provide any fuel to our military until Trump is gone. Hey, thank you for the money gun. You're absolutely right, Sonya. Guys, thank you so much. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. All of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Hey, thank you for the universe and the crown. You guys are awesome. You are awesome. All of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. You also have super chats over on YouTube if you want to donate. Gotti, question for you.
God bless America and God bless our veterans, and thank you, Trump.
Okay, question for you, Gotti.
Yeah.
Who's Trump's daddy?
Wasn't it be Donald Trump Sr. or some shit like that?
No.
Whatever his father's name is.
No, you're referring to Fred Trump, his father.
Yeah, whoever his father is. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm not talking about his father. We're not talking about his father. We're talking about his
No, I'm talking
daddy.
about what? That's his father.
Right. I didn't ask who's his father. I said who's his daddy.
I mean, I don't think he refers to anybody as his daddy. Is he gay? I mean, he's fucked a
Well,
lot of
what
supermodels, huh?
does being GAY have to do with anything? Listen, okay, let's take a
If you-
step
a
back.
man would
Let's
refer to
take
somebody as
let's
Yeah.
take a step back. Maybe I can help you with this because it seems like you're not understanding, and I don't
I mean,
want
he
to deal
posts a
with
lot
any
of
of the
supermodels. I
phobias.
don't think he has a daddy.
Again,
besides
I don't
Trump and
think you're
Fred.
understanding Gotti, and I have no interest in dealing with the phobias. So let's break it down. We know for a fact, we know about President Musk, right? But we also understand that he's been bending the knee for Bibi. He's Putin's puppet, and
who's
he's
Bibi?
definitely showed that. Bibi Netanyahu. He's Putin's puppet. He's now more than ever the Heritage Foundation's whore, but we can't forget about his billionaire bosses. So with that being said, Gotti, with that being said,
Biden's daddy is
Gotti, with that being said, Gotti,
Biden's daddy is
with that
Epstein.
being said,
With that being
Gotti,
said,
with
Biden's
that
daddy
being
is
said, Gotti, how can one man serve so many masters without doing anything that directly benefits everyday Americans like you and I?
Yo, what are these loaded, dumb ass questions that you're asking, bro? I'm gonna just be honest,
It's
bro.
an actual question
It's not.
that quite literally has you outmatched because one, you don't know anything about Trump. Two, you don't even know how civics works. Three,
Right.
you don't understand
Let's
what's
talk about
happening in the
USAID.
country.
Let's
So
talk
tell
about cutting
me,
USAID.
so
Let's talk about
Gotti,
cutting
tell
USAID.
me.
Wait. You
Gotti.
asked like 5 questions. If we want to have a conversation,
You're
let's
not
talk about
answering
cutting
any
USAID.
questions.
I did. I
What
said
did you
what
answer?
you're asking is dumb, bro. Putin
What
is not
question
his
did you
daddy,
answer?
bro. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
What question
Epstein
did
is
you
Joe
answer?
Biden's daddy. Let's talk about USAID and the cutting of USA, saving.
No,
trying to
that's
save
not
as
that's not the topic on the background.
That's the topic that I'm talking about.
I don't care. You can leave. This is my
All right,
live,
I'll
not
leave.
yours.
Bye.
Okay. Peace. Yeah, you act like you're the star of the show. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. That's weird. You don't get to come up here and actually dictate to me. That's not how this works. That is absolutely not how this works. If you are a Trump supporter and you would like an opportunity to speak, go ahead and request up. We are talking to Trump supporters. Guys, this is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. We know for a fact that Trump supporters don't have the goods. They don't have the chops. They don't have the information. They don't have the knowledge. They don't have anything but their feelings and their tum-tum. That's why they actually refuse to get in the box and have any type of real debate. We know for a fact that Trump supporters not only don't know anything, but they're understanding that we are in the second half of the equation of FAFO. Yes, FAFO. They're actually in real time seeing how Donald Trump and the Trump administration is doing things on multiple levels that's going to negatively benefit, and negatively impact them, right? Whether we talk about all of these Trump supporters now realizing that their Medicaid and their SNAP benefits are going to be cut, whether we talk about the fact that all of these Trump supporters now know that veteran benefits are being cut, now that all of these Trump supporters know that specifically we are being ostracized on the world stage. Did anyone see what happened when Zelensky left the United States and went and met with the UK Prime Minister? Literally, he was welcomed like a hero, like the hero that he is. He was welcomed like the hero that he is. And then the UK reaffirmed the support that they have for Ukraine. Donald Trump, something that I said earlier, Donald Trump is actually galvanizing the UK and galvanizing Europe and the rest of the world And they understand that right now there is an administration in the White House. Thank you for the butterflies. There's an administration in the White House that is not going to actually be the leader of the quote unquote free world anymore. They understand that now more than ever, we have to take care of each other because the Trump administration only cares about these people that are on this list. They only care about it. Listen, if you're a Trump supporter, drop a 1 in the chat. I'll bring you up. I'll give you, if you're someone that supports Donald Trump, put a 1 in the chat. Listen, I know it's scary. I know it's scary. I know being in here is scary. I know talking to me is scary. I know that I am an intimidating presence. I get it. I get it. I get that I scare you. I'm sorry. I don't mean to scare you. I don't mean to scare you. But listen, I'm going to give you the opportunity. If you're a Trump supporter, request up. If you're a Trump supporter, put a 1 in the chat. I will bring you up directly. Trump supporters, you don't have to be scared of me. You say America first? You say America first. Cool. If you say America, do you think that Trump believes in America first? I'm going to go ahead and send you a request. You can join. I'm going to send you a request. You can join. The actual fact of the matter. I'm a leftist. Would it be no, guys? Listen, I appreciate any friendlies, but we are not talking to any friendlies. We are only talking to Trump supporters. We are looking for Trump supporters. I know they're scared. I know they're intimidated. I know for a fact that Trump supporters. You keep saying America first, but you will not get in a box, guys. Soli Fulu. This is the second request. There we go. It's spinning. It's loading. I'm assuming Soli is coming up, or Soli actually requested and then tried to run. What's happening? Soli's not trying to come up. You guys are showing a teacup. It looks like it's spinning on my end. Yeah, he's not coming up. He's not coming up. Trump supporters are scared. They're scared. They're absolutely scared. The thing that I don't understand more than that, because we know for a fact that they don't have any. Thank you so much for the heart hands. We know for a fact that they don't have any type of facts, any type of evidence. They don't have anything but their feelings. And right now, even their feelings are telling them that things aren't good. You know how bad it has to be when the feelings in your tum-tum tell you that you effed up? You know how bad it has to be when you get that feeling down deep in your loins and it says, I made a mistake. That's exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. Because they never had facts. They never had actual information. They just know for a fact that Trump made them feel good. That's why they voted for Trump. That's why they put on that MAGA hat. That's why they wrapped themselves in the MAGA clothing. It's because they felt good. Donald Trump made them feel good. Donald Trump made them feel safe. But now they don't feel that anymore. Trump supporters don't feel good anymore. They don't feel safe anymore. They don't even feel heard anymore. Listen, we all know that Trump supporters got off on feeling like their voices mattered. That was one of the worst things that happened with this actual election, right? For some reason, Trump supporters thought that the stupidity that they were spewing actually mattered. But now they don't even feel like their words matter anymore. They know for a fact that their words don't matter anymore. You said I'm overgeneralizing it. How so? I don't think so. That's why there is no Trump supporter that's willing. There's 1.4 thousand people hanging out here. I know for a fact that 1.4 thousand of you are not all someone that believes in what Donald Trump is doing. I know for a fact that there are Trump supporters sitting. Oh, listen, I'm going to send you a request. I know this person doesn't believe in it. I see you. I see you, Trump supporters. I see you. It's interesting how you're sitting in the chat And some of you aren't even willing to type in the chat anymore. You're not even brave enough to put your thoughts in the chat anymore, let alone get in the box. That's interesting. Thank you for the fish. So you're telling me, as a Trump supporter, as someone that has conviction, you're willing to sit in this live and watch me, but you won't say a word. You won't say a word. You won't get in the box. That is interesting. That is absolutely interesting. That is wild. You know that you messed around and you messed around way too much. Yeah. Yeah. Trump supporters, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Trump supporters, get in the box. Trump supporters, get in the box. Listen, I will even take multiple Trump supporters. If it'll make you feel better, if you have a friend, how about this? I'll make a deal. If you have a friend, go grab a friend. Go grab a safety buddy. Or go grab a thunder buddy, right? Go grab a thunder buddy and come up here and talk to me. Both of you. We'll do a 2-on-1. We'll do a 2-on-1. If that would make you feel safe and secure, grab your thunder buddy and get in the box. Do it. Do it. Son, are you a Trump supporter?
No.
No. Okay. Gonna drop you.
Hell no.
Perfect. Guys. I just, maybe it's me. Maybe I should stop being so scary. Maybe I should actually stop making them feel unsafe with sharing their thoughts. Maybe that's it. Chat, is it me? Is it me? Is it me? Maybe it's me. Maybe I've done way too much and what's going on, William?
Santana, how are you, sir?
Good. William, are we ever going to finish our debate?
Maybe. That may be
every time you come up here, you end up running.
No, not at all. Not at all. I thought we parted amicably yesterday.
I don't think so.
On
I
my
feel
last
like you
call.
end up running again.
Okay, well, I'll live to fight another day then.
Something like that. Okay, cool. I got you in the box. Got you in the ring. Hey, question for you. Why is it that Trump supporters are now afraid of sharing their opinions? Is it because, howdy partner, is it because that they know that they're actually wrong, or are they embarrassed? Which one?
We're on an app right now, and these apps create sort of a social construct, and that construct is based on popularity. And most people don't want to be disagreed with, or even, called stupid or not informed and things like that. So I wouldn't say that they're not voicing their opinion because they are, but I think people don't want to be labeled as someone who is for Russia or anti-American or things like that. So I think that is a big part of the problem.
All right. I mean, I agree, right? But if I was someone who wouldn't want to be labeled as being stupid or anti or pro-Russia or anything like that, then one, I would actually come up with information, but also two, I wouldn't spew pro-Russian talking points. So, I mean, couldn't it be as easy as making sure that you have facts and you're not just parroting things and you have the ability to have these debates?
Well, it's not that cut and dry, Santana. Like I said, that these apps are socially motivated. So when the momentum seems to be that you're a bad guy because of what you believe and think, you're anti this and anti that, that's going to deter more people than the right answer.
Oh, I disagree with that, because listen, the simple fact of the matter is no one cares if you're actually a quote unquote bad guy. But it does matter if you're actually willing to give factual information and speak to the truth. I mean, that's important. Give me 1 second, William. Elon, are you a Trump supporter? Elon, are you a Trump supporter? All right, I'm going to drop you down. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. I am only talking to Trump supporters. I figured he was a troll. Renee, are you a Trump supporter?
No, so I got to drop down. But I was going to say something to the guy.
No
Can I
worries.
just say one thing?
No. Please respect my boundaries. We are only talking to Trump supporters. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, do all the wonderful things. Also, you can send a donation. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. All of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. I will read out your message. If you're on Super Chat, you can leave a Super Chat, and I will read that out as well. You can also drop it in the chat. My mods will see it. Thank you so much for the good afternoons. Like, you can do all those other things, but please, 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 if you are not a Trump supporter, do not request up. We are only talking to Trump supporters. You make it sound as if Trump supporters are the ones that have like all of this information and all of these facts, and they're actually bringing anything that's even like like moral high ground, and they're being vilified just because they have a difference of opinion. You do understand that's not what's happening, right?
I would say that we couldn't say that it's totally not happening. It is happening. I know people that family members have don't speak to them anymore because they supported Trump.
You don't think that's justified?
Huh?
You don't think that's justified?
No, that's not justified. I mean, our country was based on, as I remember, I'm a little older than you, Santana, but I remember growing up, the Republicans had their turn, and it was great. And people maybe didn't agree with everything. Then the Democrats had their turn, and it was pretty much the same way.
Listen, William, I'm not going to say that you're wrong, because like, I get that, right? I do get that. I do remember a time where, thank you for the heart hands. I do remember a time where there was an ability to actually understand that sometimes there was levity needed within the government, and it wasn't always about quote unquote the left or quote unquote the right. But the difference between then and now, right, is Donald Trump, this Trump administration, they're proactively doing things that's harmful to people. And when you vote against, your family or someone else's well-being, when you have, a family member that by you casting your vote, you're actively harming them, you don't think that's justified to say, I can't interact with you anymore because you are wishing for me to be harmed?
And quickly, and I'm sure you have a lot of answers. I'd like to hear an instance where that is absolutely the case.
Yeah, absolutely. There are people, I'll be super specific, right? In multiple states within the United States, there is no exceptions for ABs, right? And people voting for the Trump administration, if they have a daughter, a wife, a sister, a woman who is in need of medical help, because let's be clear, ABs, that they're medically necessary at times, then someone voting for this administration is voting to block their access to health care. That's just one. I saw someone put in the chat that knowing that this actual administration wants to dismantle the Department of Education, while if anyone who has a special needs child, and knowing that the Department of Education actually directly protects those special needs children, like you're voting against their interest. There's multiple instances where this administration, even before they got into power, said it. They absolutely said it. They said, we're going to do all of these things. And there's Trump supporters who heard all of this, and they said, well, I care about eggs more than I care about other people's lives, so I'm going to vote because of eggs. And then they turn around and say, actually, it's not about eggs. What it really ended up boiling down to is a couple of different things, William. And William, I think you're a black man, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought so. William, the United States of America is founded on racism and sexism. And when you talk about the fact that we had a black woman a black woman who had an opportunity to lead this country, and people thought that it was more acceptable to elect a 34 count felon who is a adjudicated rapist, a known racist, sexist, someone who meets all 14 tenets of fascism. They were more willing to accept that than to accept a black woman. Tells you all that you need to know about the people that were willing to vote for him.
If I could I touch the trifecta that you mentioned?
Sure, go ahead.
First of all, about the ABs, it was a trick bag. And the trick bag,
wait, hold on. I've never heard that term. Explain the trick bag.
Okay, the trick bag is, it seems like something that you want is in the bag, but it's something else that's really in the bag. And what that was were these mail order ABs. These mail order ABs have taken over the industry.
What? Wait.
Matter of
hold on, William, I'm confused.
Chemical ABs. They're chemical ABs that these people can order through the mail without a doctor's prescription, without any medical protocols being taken.
Hey, William.
Yeah.
What?
You hadn't heard of medical AB?
About,
these prescription ABs. You haven't heard of that? They did 25 at the Democratic National Convention, and they are done by chemicals.
What?
Absolutely. You don't have to see a doctor. You don't have to do any medical protocols. You can order it by just filling out a pamphlet.
Okay, I need you to stop for like 2 seconds. I need you to stop for like 2 seconds. I need you to substantiate what you're saying. Because what you're saying, that's like, what? So I need you to give me like a source. I need you to give me a source.
I have a friend.
No. Your friend's not a source. I need you to actually give me an actual source that I can pull up online.
There is an actual term called chemical AB.
Okay, cool. Can you tell me where these quote unquote chemical ABs, where can I find the information around it actually being something that was mailed out, and also there's something that they were doing at the Democratic National Convention?
It's been in many publications.
Okay, tell me one of those publications.
Well, like I said, they actually did 25 at the.
Okay, cool. Tell me where can I find that information?
Hit Google.
Hold on 1 second. Sahal Knight or whatever. Knight, are you a Trump supporter? Knight, are you a Trump supporter?
Nah, at the moment, I'm feeling kind of.
Did you vote for Trump?
At the moment.
Yeah. What do you mean at the moment?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play these silly
I said
games.
sure. What do you want?
I want direct answers. I'm not gonna play silly games with you. That was a stupid statement. Like, I don't know. I don't understand why you guys think playing coy is like what? Don't be weird. Lindsay, are you a Trump supporter?
No, I just wanted to debunk this real quick because I'm tired of hearing about it.
No, thank you. I appreciate you. I actually, if I needed someone to come up to quote unquote debunk it, I have people. I have friends in the chat. So we're good. All right. So William, I'm assuming that William is actually teacupping to go get that information. So yeah. Guys, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 500,000 likes. Let's also get the shares up if we could. Let's get the shares up to 500 shares. Also, guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. We also have the ability to do super chats over on YouTube. Welcome in, Dean Raid. Welcome in, Dean Raid. Tap the screen, share the live. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. William, come back. William, if you can't see me, I can't hear you. Come back for me, William. Come back for me, William. If you are a Trump supporter, if you're someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. William, got my friend Kay up here. Hey, Kay.
Hi, I didn't come to deal with this nonsense.
Oh, I hope that you did. Darn it. Okay.
Well, there's no reason to. I came in to do everything you just said, which was, I don't know, now redundant.
That's why I took it off the plate, because I thought you were going to come up here for that.
No, I don't, because William isn't worth my time. I'm sorry.
Hold on now. Hold on.
Whoa, William. Hold on. No, hold on, William. Lower your tone when you're talking to Kate. Cool. Lower your
Okay.
tone when you're talking to Kato. There we go. All right.
So just a couple quick things. First of all, in the
Hey,
chat,
Nell, bring me your phone.
Jesus Christ, William.
I got to get the information.
Hold
off.
on, William. I'm
William,
muting for a
you know
second
how
while
to-
you talking
you know how
about.
to
Hold
mute
on
up?
for a second, William. Hold on. Go ahead, Kate.
All right. We welcome in the Dean Raid. Could you not spam in the chat? Thank you. Also, please, and I'm going to ask this one last time, and the next time I see it, I'm just going to start booting people. If you're friendly and you request up, you're just going to have to leave for today. Boundaries have been set. We have asked politely. We don't care if you just have one thing to say or you just want to address one thing. Pretty please. Stop requesting if you are friendly. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, please join us at 8 p.m. Pacific for Late Nights with Santana, where everyone is welcome. William, you need a prescription. People should stock up on them. Stop taking rights away from people and healthcare.
I telling the truth.
Hold on,
I'll
William.
never stop
Kay is
telling
still
the truth.
speaking. Hold on.
And William, I am not 100% sure why your profile is so wild, but you really need to look into that. You might want to, be yourself. Stop leaning into the conspiracy theories.
Wow.
That's actually good advice, William. Anyway, Kay, thank you so much. Guys, W's in the chat for Lady Ball. Lady Ball sent a $5 donation saying this is crazy because Planned Parenthood bus was outside of the convention. We know that. W's in the chat as well for Deborah, who sent a $3 donation saying Canadians care about Trump's policies. Canadians care because Trump's policies are directly affecting your neighbors and allies. I agree, and I understand that. Like, I absolutely understand that, and I appreciate all of our Canadian neighbors and anyone who is being put in jeopardy because of these absolutely insane things that the United States government is doing. I appreciate you. I love you. I love our neighbors to the north and south. It's just that with these actual debates, we are only looking for people that live in the United States that voted for Trump to actually come in and have these debates. That's the reason why I do not let other people from other countries up. And again, Late Nights with Santana, sometimes I give that, but period. 400, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Okay, and perfect. 400, quick question for you. How old are you?
24.
Okay, what year were you born? Okay, took too long to answer the question. Yeet! All right, William, you had some information.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
All right. A chemical abortion, also known as a medication abortion.
No, hold on. Don't read that.
Hold on.
Yeah, also, yeah. Where can I actually find this information? I didn't want you to just read it off. I want to be able to see it too.
It's on Google under chemical AB.
Okay, but no, that's not what I'm saying, my friend. I said, can you tell me where I can find the information that they were either one, sending these out in the mail because you said 2,500, or two, hold on.
No, I didn't say that.
Hold on. Okay, cool. Well, you did say this for sure. You said that they were doing them outside of the DNC and people didn't need any type of prescription or doctor's appointment. So I need that information.
Well, I'm sure they had doctors outside the DNC, but they were done chemically.
I need you. Okay, cool. Hold on. This is what we're gonna do. Oh my goodness.
But
no, hold on.
Not be able to go to the reality of it. The reality of it is that it exists.
No. Hold
and that
on.
it's prominent right now.
Hold
Absolutely.
on. This
no
is
matter what your little guest said.
No.
Was that a woman?
No,
Stop.
Just listen for a second. Listen for a second, because you said that that there were ABs occurring outside of the DNC, right? You said that, right? So there is a way that we can actually.
I'm talking to you, naughty.
Debbie, are you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was up.
Okay, no worries. I'm going to drop you down. You said that they were, right? PolitiFacts are Democrats offering free ABs and vasectomies at their Chicago convention. right? Very easy to actually fact check this. The Democratic National Convention is not offering free ABs. A Planned Parenthood branch is providing free medication, ABs and vasectomies by appointment only through mobile health clinic in Chicago at the same time as the convention, but it's
so
not.
it was.
Hold on one second.
True.
Hold on
Yeah,
one second.
okay,
You
thank you.
didn't let me. Did you let me finish my sentence? Can I finish my sentence?
Absolutely.
Cool. A Planned Parenthood branch is providing free medication, ABs and vasectomies by appointment only through mobile health clinics in Chicago at the same time as the convention, but it is not a part of the DNC program. The DNC website does not list Planned Parenthood as a partner, sponsor, or a vendor of the event. Planned Parenthood did not mention the DNC in their press release about their mobile health. So again, the DNC were not giving out ABs nor vasectomies. Planned Parenthood, which we know what Planned Parenthood was about, actually had a mobile center where you could make appointments and allow or make appointments and get those type of procedures if needed. Those two things were not connected.
So in a vague and ambiguous way, they were telling you that they were available.
No one was telling. No. Hold on. Hold on. Let's be specific, William.
We gotta
let's
have
be.
sense
No, William. Let's be specific. Planned Parenthood wasn't being vague or general. They were being direct. They were saying it with their whole chest. Yes, you can get an AB or a vasectomy here if you need it. Sign up. At the same time, they not once mentioned the DNC, Democrats, Kamala Harris, none of them. The two things were not connected.
Man,
but
it's like
you
walking
think
up to
that they
somebody saying, "Where's the weed?" And they say, "Well, it ain't here, but it's down the road."
Listen, William. All right, so now I got to
dog.
drop you because,
Stop
of course, you cannot say the name of drugs on live. God damn it! You know you can't do that. You know you can't do that. You cannot say the name of drugs on live. You did that because you knew that you didn't have a point and you wanted to crash out. Holy smokes! You cannot do that on live. Weird. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Are you a
You
Trump
know, you
supporter?
can't say the D word either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Got a question for you, my friend. Who's Trump's daddy?
Yep. You guys for the next 4 years because he's an elected official.
That's how it should be. All right, that's how it should be, but we know for a fact
That's
that it's
how it
not.
is.
No. Okay, cool. I'll make this super simple. What has Donald Trump done in office since returning in office that benefits everyday Americans?
Well, to the lower middle class, he's gutting and streamlining Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare, all that stuff.
Wait, so you're saying him eliminating Medicaid and Social Security is going to help benefit everyday people?
No unnecessary bureaucracy and hiring more people with the money that he saves.
So again, you're saying that getting rid of Medicaid and Social Security is going to help everyday people?
No, he hasn't gotten rid of one of them yet. He's gotten rid of the unnecessary weight.
Well, again, you literally specifically mentioned those things, and that was in the response of me saying, how is he benefiting everyday Americans? Now, if you talk about quote unquote getting rid of bureaucracy, I'm assuming that you mean firing multiple civil servants, firing multiple people in the government, firing people at a rate that is actually raising the unemployment rate at an alarming rate. That's helping everyday Americans by creating more unemployed people.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
we pay
cool.
for those
So
services billions of dollars
costing
a year.
people,
We should get good
explain to me
service.
how costing people their jobs is helping anyone.
Oh, they shouldn't have had that job to begin with.
No one cares what you think that they should have.
Their jobs and they're useless.
No one cares what you think that they should or should not have. How is firing people and adding to the unemployment rate benefiting everyday Americans?
Actually, when it's my tax money going there, I do have a say in it.
Yeah, no one
That's what
cares about
elections are for.
you and your thoughts direct. I think you're confused with the question, my friend. It's not about you. It's not about your feelings. How does firing these people at the rate that they're firing, also increasing unemployment, help everyday Americans?
Trump is
Because
supporting our
what
family.
we pay a
Yes,
government
please
to
help us.
do.
Not
Okay,
Trump is
hold
actually
on. So
supporting
we're
our
gonna
family,
go ahead
and
and
we need
block
help.
this.
We need to
Like,
find a way.
again,
We run with
like
the fight,
you
and we
kids,
absolutely
I
help.
don't know what in the world is happening, but you're now blocked. You're absolutely blocked. You're absolutely blocked. It's not cute. Go away. It's not cute. Go away. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter, you live in the United States, you voted in this election, and you are of 18 years of age or older. Stop being weird. Stop being weird. It's not cute. Stop being weird. It's absolutely insane.
I can't help it.
Not
Am
you.
I not here anymore?
Not you. No, you're good. It was a two kids playing on live. Rose, are you a Trump supporter?
No, and I don't know why I came up.
No,
Okay,
I know.
I'm gonna drop you down. Hey, weird. You have a bit of echo. I think you also have a delay. Do me a favor. Stay here. Don't leave. Just swipe out the app real quick and then come right back in, and that'll fix your echo. And hopefully it'll fix that delay. Old Dad, are you a Trump supporter?
I voted for him.
Okay, perfect. Guys, tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 500,000 likes. Also, guys, remember, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. Also, guys, over on over on YouTube, you can send a super chat. And with that donation, you can leave a message. We also have memberships. If you are interested in joining our Discord, you get all kind of amazing benefits. Check that out. And also, if you're watching on YouTube, like the stream for me. Like the stream. Old Dad, question for you.
What's
Who's
up, buddy?
Trump's daddy?
Bro, let me tell you how this works. You guys are just people. You want to say nobody gives a shit about his opinion? Well, who gives a fuck about yours? And you want to come up with a bunch of
1.46 thousand
bullshit
people that's hanging out
tactics
right here.
to
And also, apparently, you care about it as well because you came up here to actually talk to me. So they care about it. You care about it. Next question. So
But
again,
that's rude, though.
hey,
That's
question,
rude.
old daddy. Who's Trump's daddy? Answer the question.
Explain that question. What does that mean to you?
Sure, I can explain that. See, that's all you had to do, my friend, instead of actually immediately crashing out for some reason. Yeah, so we know about President Musk. Again, I'm already speaking, right? I'm already speaking, friend. Breathe. I don't know. Listen, I don't know what's got you so worked up, but it's not me. Just calm down for a half a second. We already know about President Musk. Again, my friend, you asked me to explain this, and so I'm trying to do so. Are you going to let me speak?
Go on. My bad. Go on.
Perfect.
Go on.
Thank you. We already know about President Musk, right? But he's also been bending the knee for BB. He's definitely Putin's puppet. Now more so than ever, he's the Heritage Foundation's whore, but he also has his billionaire bosses. So, old dad, I guess a better way to actually ask the question is, how can one man serve so many masters without doing anything to benefit the everyday American?
But what you're saying is opinion. Well, those
what's
aren't
an opinion?
facts. It's
What's
not
an opinion?
President Musk. Okay, so you're telling
What's an
me that
opinion?
Elon Musk can make an executive order? You say he could do anything presidential? Be real though. No,
Sure.
let's be real.
Hold on,
not
hold
opinion.
on.
That's an
You're
opinion.
absolutely right. So, old dad, slow down for a second. Let's be clear. The actual points, they are a little bit of hyperbole, right? It's engaging because it expands on the thought process of what's actually happening. When you talk about Elon Musk, can Elon Musk actually sign an executive order? No, you're absolutely right.
Okay, so he's not a president.
But Elon Musk has the ability to influence executive orders. Yes, and he also has. So do people. He also has unfettered access to the United States government that no one else has actually had. He is one of the few people that has actually stepped into the Treasury. He has access to the IRS payment systems. He has access to sensitive data of everyday Americans, while at the same time being able to host and answer questions in the Oval Office and meet with the president's cabinet and speak before any other member of the cabinet. So is Elon Musk president? No, but he has the influence to directly dictate what he wants to happen. That's the point.
What do you think lobbyists do?
There's a difference between being a lobbyist. There's a difference between being a lobbyist and someone who has the amount of control and influence and access that Elon has. That's the point. It's not Elon's not just a lobbyist.
Had much more influence over our government than Elon Musk has right now.
Cool. Okay, cool. Tell me one person that has more access and influence than Elon Musk, whose name is not Donald Trump.
I don't think anybody's got more access, but I think
exactly
people have influence. Yeah, but he was granted that
again. I'm not being. Oh wait, okay, hold on, cool, weird. Say it again.
Secretary of Treasury, who's the one who's actually freezing those funds.
Okay, cool. So you're saying the secretary, the Treasury secretary. Cool. Okay, hold on one second. So let's stress test that for a second. So you're saying that the Treasury secretary has more access than Elon Musk.
Yes.
Okay. So can the Treasury secretary also access can they also access the DoD budget? Can they also access the IRS payment system? Can they also access the Social Security payment system?
I don't know. Seeing as they're
no,
giving the money
no. The
to
answer is
it, I
no.
don't think so.
No. The answer is
Oh,
no.
They can't?
No.
Aren't they the one that
Show me the piece of legislation that backs that.
Sure. Give me a second here.
Show me the piece of legislation.
Sure.
That
Give
shows
me a
the checks and
second.
balances.
Give me a second. I will.
Because also when you're sitting here
Give me a
saying that,
second. I will. No. Stop talking for a second. Stop talking for a second. Yeah, sure. I don't want you to keep talking and then blow past where we are. I want us to stay where we are in this moment. So just hold on for a second.
On the same page. I was just saying, adding to it. Like, do you know how many legislators?
Hey, again, please stop talking. Please stop talking, because again, when you start to actually quote unquote add on to it, then you try to get away from the point where we're at. And I want to stay exactly where we are. I want us to live in this moment in real time. So stop it.
That's an assumption. I don't know why you would assume that would be true. You didn't give him a chance. It really sucks.
I think you might have thought that specifically that I was just talking to him and not only you, right? I'm talking to both of you. Cool. Thank you. Let's see here. All right. So this specifically comes from the U.S. Department of Treasury. You can find this on home.treasury.gov. Home.treasury.gov. And this specifically speaks to the duties and functions of not only the Treasury Department, but the actual Treasury Secretary. And the access that the Treasury Secretary has is access to the Treasury, the actual Treasury, the Financial Stability Oversight Council, and the Office of Financial Research. Those are the limits as far as the departments and access that the Secretary of the Treasury has access to. So the other institutions within our government, the other structures within our government that don't fall under those realms, no, they do not have access to that. So again, the Secretary of the Treasury cannot go to other parts of the government and directly access information from those parts of the government or access any sensitive information. They can't go to the Department of Education they can't go to the Department of Education and access their information. They can't go to the DOD and access their information. No other member within the Trump cabinet has the type of access that Elon Musk has. So Elon Musk, again, has access, has influence, and has control. No one else has that.
Yeah, and do you know why? I was having you answer your own question for a reason.
Why? Tell me why.
Because it's a discrepancy. Congress loses power of the purse when Article 1, Section 9, Clause 7 takes place.
What's a
No
discrepancy?
money shall be drawn from the Treasury, but in consequence
what's a
of
discrepancy
appropriations made by law.
What's a discrepancy?
And a regular statement.
What's a discrepancy?
and receipts of
What's a
expenditures
discrepancy?
shall be
What
publicized.
is a
Hey, you want
discrepancy?
silence people, let them talk. You're not going to listen.
He
yelling,
is
Helen Keller.
steamrolling. You made a statement. I need to understand what you're referring to. You
If
said
you let
it's a
him-
discrepancy. What is a discrepancy?
Secretary of Treasury is saying these ancillary executive departments are now providing proof of where the funding is actually going, an itemized breakdown of explanation. U.S. Constitution, Article 1, Section 9, Clause 7 gives executive branch the power to do that. Boom. You're welcome. That
Wait,
education
hold
was
on.
free.
No. Take a step back. Say it again.
When Congress, when they have the power of the purse and they write legislation that is passed, it is then given to the responsibility of those ancillary executive departments, DOD, Department of Education, to legitimize where the money's spent. When they can't do it, a discrepancy is caused. As a result of that, Article 1, Section 9, Clause 7 takes precedent of U.S. Constitution, denies them power of the purse, gives it to the executive branch for checks and balances and clarification.
Okay. So taking an entire step back, right? One, at no point did we even start a conversation around whether they quote unquote have the ability to provide said checks and balances. We're not talking about that. I never even got to that point. Two,
We are. and they do.
No. Because my point was, you guys said that none of this is true. I said that Elon Musk has access, influence, and
But
control.
no control. No, he doesn't have control. He has access and maybe influence, but not control. He does not control it.
Secretary of Treasury does, who is freezing the funding when the discrepancy is going on. and it is not until it's legitimized. You're blaming Elon for something he's not doing.
Again, you two.
Again, you're going to give an opinion. Let's hear it.
You two are actually trying to get past a point, right? It's interesting, right?
No, I
it's
made my
interesting.
point.
What's interesting is I said something. I gave my reasoning behind this. You guys picked the first person and said that's not true. I said, yes, there's a little bit of hyperbole about how it's worded, but specifically, these are the reasons that I am saying that it's President Musk, right? And from that point, you both said that that's not true. He doesn't have these things that I said that he has. And so I said, cool, name one other person within the government that has that type of access that he has. You guys name the Secretary of Treasury. No, you guys name the Secretary of Treasury. I clearly outlined what the Secretary of the Treasury, what they have the ability to do and access. And that's where we were. You started to go on and talk about how there's articles within the Constitution that allows the Treasury Department to, complete audits, blah, blah, blah. I didn't say any of that. I didn't say any of that. The point that I made was that Elon Musk has unchecked power in multiple facets within the United States government. That's the point.
Not true.
Okay, tell me how that's not true. Tell me how that's not true. Tell me how that's not true.
Because he can't sign any documentation that makes any decisions.
Okay, cool. So you're telling me that because he can't sign any type of documents means that he doesn't have access. That's what you're saying.
No, he has access, but he can't control anything. He can only report on it.
Okay. So the fact that he is the fact that he is
for making the payments for legislative bills.
The fact that he has the ability to not only influence and directly guide the president of the United States while having the president of the United States stand in a cabinet meeting in front of his entire cabinet, in front of TV cameras, and tell everyone in the cabinet that they better be happy with Elon Musk. If they're not, they can leave. You don't think that that is the president of the United States reaffirming Elon Musk and what he is and why he's there?
I'm pretty sure Elon Musk could have opened his own mouth of power and command if he wanted to with the imaginary powers you said he had.
I mean, he could have, but he didn't need to because the president of the United States, Donald Jimothy Trump, did it for him. He didn't need to when the president did it for him in front of the entire cabinet while on TV in front of the entire world.
So, but may I ask you this? Who gets to make the final decision? Who makes the final decision?
I don't care. I want you to answer what I'm saying.
Well, no, I am the control thing. I'm trying to ask you about the control. You said he has control, and you're saying that we're wrong because we are doubting that. And so what I say to you is this. If he has the control, then he has the final say, but he does not. He does not have the final say. So he does not have the control. Period. I mean, that's
I started this conversation. I started this conversation by saying, tell me one other person outside of the president of the United States that has the type of influence, access, and control that Elon Musk has. I said outside of the actual president of the United States. I started this by saying that. I literally started by saying that.
But then it would be the Secretary of the Treasury.
Give me a theoretical answer. You can't prove.
You keep saying that, but you can't prove it.
He is the one that gets to sign off on whether or not the funds are going to be restricted or approved. Not Elon Musk. Again.
Hey, you know who's Trump's daddy? You know who's Trump's daddy? The Constitution and the executive powers awarded by
that point doesn't even hold up now because one, Donald Trump has called to actually eliminate the Constitution.
Article 1, Section 9,
again, 7, it doesn't hold up because Donald Trump has called to eliminate the Constitution. But even more than that, Donald Trump specifically, the Trump administration is disobeying the orders of the judicial branch.
Could you bring the receipt with him calling the elimination of the Constitution?
Yeah, I absolutely can. I absolutely can. Give me. No. Stop talking again. You asked me to bring a receipt. I absolutely can. Hold tight, just a second. Both of you guys stop talking. Again, both of you guys stop talking. You asked me to do something very specific, so I'm going to do that very specific thing. Guys, tap the screen, share the live. If you are a friendly, let's get the likes up to 600,000 likes. Let's get the shares up to 500 shares. Also, guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. Also, over on YouTube, like the live, but if you are watching on YouTube, you have the ability to do super chats. So you can actually send a donation through super chats. And with that, you can leave a message. Only request up. I see there's people requesting up. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only talking to Trump supporters. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. I am not talking to friendlies. You can come back for late nights and we can talk to friendlies. Please, please, please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. Please respect my boundaries. With that being said, the ask for me is to pull up receipts where Donald Trump actually called for the getting rid of the Constitution. So that is exactly what I'm doing right now.
But you're not gonna like what I say next, dude.
I don't care what you say next. I don't care what you say next. I mean, I'm the actual fact of the matter stands. So
right.
okay, so
You're gonna
stop
learn the hard
talking.
way.
Okay, cool. Stop talking.
Remember, he don't like your opinion, just his own. Don't give me no opinion piece either, man. It's got to be the real deal. There's a difference between opinion pieces and fact.
I hear you.
It'll be a real quote, but he's gonna take it out of context and miss the complete obvious point of what he was saying.
Cool. Truth Social. Donald Trump posted on they're saying so with the revelation of massive and widespread fraud and deception in working closely with big tech companies, the DNC and the Democratic Party, do you throw out the presidential election results of 2020? I'm sorry, do you I missaid it. Do you throw the presidential election results of 2020 out and declare the rightful winner? Or do you have a new election? A massive fraud of this type and magnitude allows for termination of all rules, regulation, and articles, even those found in the Constitution. Our great founders did not want and would not condone false and fraudulent elections. So Donald Trump was talking about the election, saying that it was false and fraudulent, saying that since there was fraud at this scale, which we know that it was not because it was litigated multiple times, he's saying that this actually vindicates getting rid of, i.e. his word, termination of all rules, regulations, and articles, even those found in the Constitution.
That doesn't say
Okay, now let me ask you a
rid
question.
of the Constitution. That doesn't say he's trying to terminate the entire Constitution. That was a loosely translated opinion on what was stated.
Why was he?
He
why
did
is
not
glorifying
directly
the
say,
founding
"I want
fathers
to
who wrote
terminate
it,
the
and he wants to
Constitution."
get rid of it, dude.
He never
Makes
said,
that
"I
make
want to
sense.
get rid of it." Yeah, that is a loosely translated opinion.
You know what? You know what that's in regard to?
The 20 million votes that all of a
By
sudden
judges
missing this
doing
last
that
year.
who are not private citizens.
We're the
Judges
20
doing
million
that who are not they're not private citizens. They're denying a free and fair election to be investigated as awarded by the Constitution. And Democrats are the ones throwing it out the window. It opens the window.
Yeah, exactly.
He wouldn't sit there and praise the founding fathers who wrote the Constitution and then turn around and say, we're going to abolish it. That's ass ninery right there.
Literally said it was a disgrace to the original Constitution, not to get rid.
I told you wouldn't like my response on that one.
I'm tired of hearing you two demonstrate everything that you know. I really am. Guys, W's in the chat for Nancy who sent a $5 donation. W's in the chat for Nancy who sent a $5 donation saying, love your lives. Thank you so much for that $5 donation, Nancy. You are absolutely insane. Insane for that. W's in the chat for D-Spec who sent a $2 donation saying, can you do a guest host with Johnny P? That would be epic. Johnny is my guy. And also, I don't know if he's watching right now. He was watching earlier, but happy birthday to Johnny P. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for those donations. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. With that being said, literally, we've gone over this and over this and over this. I don't care with you what you guys are trying to actually interpret or twist or whatever. Donald Trump specifically himself typed it out and said that fraud, which again, there was no fraud determined because this had been litigated over and over and over 60 times, that Trump and his actual legal team go into courts saying that there was fraud and there was no fraud found sufficient. He then on December the 3rd, 2022, actually put out a tweet saying that the termination of all rules, regulations, and articles, even those found in the Constitution, that he called for those terminations. So you can try to twist, bend, flex, do whatever you want to do to actually try to get to a point of explaining this, but that is not what happened at all. Guys, W's in the chat for Johnny over on YouTube. Johnny over on YouTube actually sent a $20 super chat and said, thanks for spending your time trying to make the world a better place. Johnny, thank you so much for that $20 donation. You are absolutely insane and too kind for that actual donation. Thank you, guys. W's in the chat for Johnny.
Is that Johnny P? Is he watching? Embarrass him again. It was fun last time.
You've done nothing. You've literally come up here and done nothing but talk in circles and show that you don't know anything.
Really?
The only thing that you've actually done was show that you are willing to bend over for someone who wants to be a dictator, but you actually have no facts, no information, no nothing. You have nothing. You have nothing.
You're a dictator who doesn't
You
even know the
literally have
Constitution or
nothing.
executive
Well, you have
legislative
It's
powers,
weird.
dude.
It's
Santana,
weird.
you have
I've
nothing but
verified the stuff.
speculation.
I've verified the stuff that I've said, and I've outwardly admitted that yes, the terms that I'm listing here, because they're bullet points. The bullet points, yes, it's a little bit of hyperbole within the bullet points, but the facts of all of it still remain. It's actually verifiable. I've been able to verify everything that I've said, every single thing. Every single thing. With that being said, listen, you two have brought nothing at all this entire conversation. Not one thing. Not one thing. You guys have brought no substance. You brought no information. Like it's been, you two have made my head hurt. That's the only thing that either one of you did. Congratulations. The most that you two were able to accomplish was giving me a headache with your stupidity. Period. Jeez Louise. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. This is Sparring with Santana. We are talking to Trump supporter Deuces. Deuces Wild. Are you a Trump supporter? Deuces Wild. Are you a Trump supporter? Okay, Deuces, I'm going to drop you down. ST, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, perfect. 1 second here, my friend. Tom, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, wonderful. Guys, W's in the chat for Karen. Karen sent a $30 cash app. Thank you so much for that $30 cash app, Karen. You are amazing. Also, W's in the chat for Andrew. Andrew sent a $5 donation saying Santana, South Carolina wildfires are raging in Myrtle Beach, and the Trump is golfing in Mar-a-Lago. Please address this. Love your content. Wait, I haven't seen that. Is that true? I've not seen that. I'm gonna have to check that out. I didn't know. I'm actually from South Carolina. I didn't know. I'm gonna look that up. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I'm gonna actually look that up. Guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. I have up here currently, we have Tom and ST. Both of them are Trump supporters. Tom, ST, got a question for you guys.
Yep.
Who's Trump's daddy?
The world.
The American people.
Okay, hold on one second. ST, you said who? I'm sorry, not ST. Tom, you said who?
The world,
Tom, where do you live?
United States,
What state?
New York. It's 6:20.
Okay, it's 6:20. Cool. Yeah. What you said? You live in New York. What's the capital of New York?
Albany.
Okay. Okay. Touche. Tom, tell me why you say the world.
I was here before, if you remember me, to obey a dictatorship. I'm putting you guys in place.
I know I don't remember you, but oh wait, are you the weirdo that said that dictatorships are okay? You're that you yeah, exactly. That's why you ran. That's the same weirdo that said dictatorships were okay. All right, ST. I'm sorry. What's your answer again?
I said the American people because they voted for him.
Listen, ST, that is absolutely what it should be. You're absolutely right. That's what it should be. But it's not, right? I guess to be more specific, can you give me one thing that Donald Trump has done to benefit everyday Americans since coming back into office?
Let's see. He cut a $500 billion AI deal. So that's going to create a lot of jobs. That's a good thing.
Okay, cool. So you're saying the actual deals, quote unquote deals that he actually cut are benefiting everyday Americans. You know what? I'll kind of give you that. That is definitely something that's going to help in the future. I mean, we do understand that there's more nuances to that deal, and the simple fact of the matter is not doing anything to benefit everyday Americans today. I will give you a little bit of credit for that, because if that does actually happen and it is something that is able to come to fruition sometime soon, then yes. But I guess be a little bit more specific for me. What has he done that's today benefiting everyday Americans?
Takes time, dude. Let's see. Close the border. So that's going to help stop some stuff flowing over the border, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I can't say the word, but
Yeah. Good. Absolutely. Don't say the word. I appreciate you.
I've lost like 4 or 5 friends. I don't know how many people you know personally, but that's a problem.
Yeah, listen, so I definitely agree, right? Making sure that you regulate what comes in and out of our borders actually helps overall when it comes to helping Americans. But Donald Trump didn't shut down the borders. Like he didn't. He actually hasn't done anything. He actually hasn't done anything specifically that would stop the influx of what's coming in and into the United States. Now, he has threatened our partners, right? Canada and Mexico. And the funny thing is, with threatening them with tariffs, he did so at the cost of the world economy, while also not getting anything new to actually occur. So, I mean, if you want to say that him making those threats to our partners and getting assurances that were already in place was worth the actual amount that we've actually alienated our neighbors to the north and south, while also tanking global markets, then I don't think we can agree.
It's called a bluff, dude. You ever play poker?
Yeah, I play poker. Again, that's not a good bluff. So you think that bluffing is good enough to actually destroy global economies?
I don't think it's going to destroy a global economy.
Okay, you're right. That was a big leap for me. But at the very least, we do know that he tanked global markets. We know that actually happened. So you're saying that his quote unquote bluff was worth making not only global, and again, that's why I'm not even talking about just the stock market here within the US, but literally global markets crashed because of Donald Trump threatening tariffs. And then you talk about a bluff, but then you have other companies where companies don't work off bluffs, right? That's the tough thing. So when you have Trump quote unquote bluffing, and then you have when you have companies firing people because they're preparing for it, you have companies not paying out bonuses because they need to actually stock up on inventory to make sure that they're prepared for these tariffs. When you have like companies and markets responding because of Donald Trump adding tariffs, you think that's a good thing?
Hasn't affected my company.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Listen, ST, I'm glad you said it with your whole chest.
And I work at a federal agency.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm glad you said it.
I responded to the emails.
I hear you. I'm glad you said it with your whole chest. Your point is that it hasn't directly impacted you. So since it hasn't directly impacted you, it doesn't matter.
Well, that's kind of how the Dems sounded when you didn't choose to get the vaccine. Oh, well, you know, too bad. Should have took the jab. You lose your job.
First of all, TikTok friendly language. Make sure you're speaking to a vaccine, right? Keep that in mind, please. But second of all, no, it's the same thing that the quote unquote Dems actually said, right? It's not about you. Making sure, because like the simple fact of the matter is, when people took the vaccination, it was to actually protect other people, not just themselves. And so it goes back to the point that I just made. For you, it's about you. For other people, it's about protecting and helping other people. Anyone that was willing to actually support. The reason why I ask the question every single time, tell me something that Donald Trump has done to benefit everyday Americans, is because the answer is nothing. The answer is nothing. And also, even more than that, people that support Donald Trump don't care about other people. So they don't care if Donald Trump is doing anything to help other people. Now, they do care when Donald Trump actually does something that hurts them, not other people, when it hurts them. That's why you see so many Democrats showing up to these town halls and turning on their Republican elected officials. And you see so many Republicans now actually saying, well, I guess I messed up. They don't care about other people. They care about themselves. And now they're being impacted. And now it's a problem.
Well, I'd like to know the type of people who are going to these meetings. If these are the people who lost their jobs in the bureaucracy, because our bureaucracy has gotten way too big. I've seen it firsthand. A lot of these jobs, they're not necessary.
Sure. Give me 1 second here. So you want to know? No, just give me 1 second here. So you want give me 1 second here. So you want to know specifically what type of people is this actually? What type of people this is actually affecting, or the people that's showing up and saying or doing or whatever, right?
It looked like a lot of Karens in some of the meetings. A lot of Karens.
Cool. All right. So this is from a town hall that was held by the Kansas Senator Roger Marshall. He actually had a town hall where he had his constituents, and so let's do this first. Let me see if I can do this real quick. This and this. Hold on. Perfect. Okay. So I want to show this. All right. You see this?
I see a lot of Karens.
Okay, cool. So you see the older gentleman right there. He's the one that's speaking. And when you say a lot of Karens, are you talking about white women specifically? I'm confused as far as what that means. Anywho, okay. Yeah, it was actually rhetorical, but anyway.
So yeah, I don't know if it has to be a white woman, it has to be a Karen.
Yeah, it was rhetorical. Anyway, so
thank you.
With that being said, I'm gonna play the video. Right, I want you to listen to the words that this older gentleman is saying, and I want you to actually go from that. Right. All right. Cool. So.
Doing right now, as far as cutting out those jobs, a huge percentage of those people, and I know you care about the veterans, are veterans.
Yes.
And that is a damn shame.
Yes. Yeah.
That is a damn shame.
Yes.
I'm not a Democrat, but I'm worried about the veterans.
Okay, so specifically speaking to the type of people that are showing up to these actual town halls, they are Republicans, Republicans that voted for these elected officials, and even more so, Republicans that aren't necessarily talking about things that affected them, things that would deem them to be Karens, but talking about our veterans, right? They specifically were talking about the veterans in that actual conversation. So ST, when you have people showing up and saying like, hey, the things that you're doing is harmful and hateful towards our veterans, you're good with that? ST, you're muted.
That's his opinion. This is America. You have the right to.
That's
go
not
up
his
there and
opinion. That's
voice
a
your
fact.
opinion. He has the right to say what he wants. I have the right to say what I want.
But no, that's not
It's
an opinion.
America.
It's a
That's
fact.
why America's beautiful.
So W's in the chat for Rachel. Rachel sent a $2 donation saying, well, since there's so many unnecessary positions, how about you leave and let someone have your job? W's in the chat for Rachel for that $2 donation. You are awesome. Guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speak 24, best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. Also, you can send a super chat and get a message across. Yeah, listen, it's not an opinion. It's not an opinion. Literally, that everything that this administration is doing, from cutting those jobs to cutting social safety nets, including Medicaid and SNAP benefits, and also rolling back student loan protections, all of those things directly benefit veterans. Like, and you guys preach about how much you care about the veterans and we should be doing this and that or whatever. Like, even if you don't care about the everyday people, right? Even if for some reason you're just like, oh, I don't care about everyday people, statistically shown, it's statistically proven that these things that are occurring are directly impacting veterans at an alarming rate, and you're good with that.
I have family who are veterans and they like what's going on. They haven't lost any benefits. So for every guy that you show, I could show another guy saying something contrary to what he says. We could do this all day.
The only reason I showed this guy is because you wanted to actually know about who are the people that are saying this. I'm not showing this video because I'm saying that there's any type of contradiction. I can pull up statistical data showing how many veterans actually have access to Medicaid. I can also bring up information about how many veterans have access to SNAP benefits, and we can also talk about VA benefits being cut, the fact that they're firing people that's a part of the VA. Like, we can talk about all of those factors. So this isn't like, oh, this one person is saying this versus this one person is saying that. This is specifically talking about the actual numbers that are impacting our veterans. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens.
Cool.
You think you feel like we need IDs to vote?
What the fuck? Excuse my language. What does that pivot have to do with anything that we just said?
Just a different topic. We're gonna stay on the same topic.
Okay. I guess before I even get into it, why are we talking about voter ID? Can we talk about anything else as far as something that's benefiting everyday Americans? I mean, we don't have to stay on veterans, but I'm trying to understand what's the leap to voter ID.
Something that, let's see, you got women out of men's sports. I
don't want to do transphobia. I have no interest in talking about transphobia with you.
That's not transphobic.
Yeah, again, I don't want to do that. Like, okay.
You think it's a good thing?
Hey, stick here. Come here with me. Tell me something that Donald Trump and the Trump administration is doing right now that's going to benefit normal people. Please.
Bro, I told you.
No.
500 billion AI.
No. Right now. I gave you that. I gave you that. He's doing cool. He's doing things he's doing things actively that's harmful to everyday Americans. I'm saying name one thing that he's doing actively that's beneficial? Because I can name multiple harmful things, but I'm saying give me one beneficial thing. Also, guys, W's in the chat for Katie. Katie sent a $10 donation through Cash App. Katie, thank you so much for that $10 donation. Guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of the pay links are in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. You guys can also send a super chat on YouTube. Also, guys, is there any way that we can knock out this daily gift goal? It's the little potatoes. Can we knock out the potatoes? That would be awesome. And also, I would love to get the likes up to 600,000 likes. So tap the screen. Let's get up to 600,000 likes. Let's knock out that daily gift goal. Let's do all the wonderful things. ST is about to actually provide us a specific answer as far as something that Donald Trump is actively doing today that's going to benefit everyday Americans, understanding that he is actively doing things today that is harmful to everyday Americans.
So this is where we differ, because you keep asking me, what is he doing to benefit you, the American? What is he? In the grand scheme of things, I don't ask the government for anything. I don't get government benefits. I go to
Then
work.
you just say you work for the government?
It's funded by the government. So we do Apache, Black Ops stuff. That's not my point. I don't get benefits.
Wait, no, I need you to be specific, because at first you said you work for the government, and that's why I asked if you work for the government, then you definitely get government benefits. But now you're saying you don't work for the government, so I need you.
Benefits.
No, right. But you said you don't get no government benefits are benefits provided by the government. So if you're a federal employee, I'm sorry, not a federal, but a government employee, you do get said benefits, government benefits. Like it still falls under that preview. I mean, like there's certain access to different things that government employees can actually access that everyday citizens can't. So yes, it does.
Yeah, but it's not like you're collecting welfare or something. You're going.
Okay, wait. So you're talking about So to be specific, you're not talking about government benefits. You're talking about social safety nets. That's what you're referring to. Thank you for the potatoes.
Well, you keep saying, what is the government going to do for you?
No. So again, to be specific, you're not talking about government benefits. You're talking about social safety nets. That's what you're referring to.
I guess so. If that's what you want to call them.
Okay, so your justification is because you're not on any social safety nets. Okay, so your point is that you're not on any social safety nets. That's what you mean. So you don't care about social safety nets because they're not directly benefiting you at the moment.
Do you believe the government should be taking care of people? Is that what you think? Like a mother should be just taking care of you? That's not what the government's there for.
Yeah, I think that the government is supposed to actually do what's best for their citizens. I think the government is supposed to actually be servants of their citizens. That's why we actually elect them to actually do what's in the best interest of everyday Americans. So yes, I think that the government should, quote unquote, take care of us while also not actively harming American citizens, while not taking away rights, while not stripping away environmental protections, while not adding additional debt by giving billionaires and corporations tax cuts. Yes, I think the government's supposed to do all of those things because we actually elect a government officials and they're supposed to do what's in the best interest for everyday Americans. Yes.
And in the grand scheme of things, I think that starts on a state level, because
I'm not disagreeing with you either.
In Connecticut, we have a representative and he's going after Elon Musk, right? But in our own state, we have an electric company. They put some kind of fee on our electric bills this winter, $150 extra each month. And it's to pay for people who can't pay or refuse to pay their electric bills. It's called a public benefits. So this dude is going after Elon and he's not even taking care of the things in his own state. So it's like, like it doesn't make any sense. Everybody's going after Trump and Elon and all these people when things should be starting on a state level.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. But the difference is I absolutely agree. But then when you talk about actual state levels and actual states not doing the necessary things to actually take care of their constituents, then you take a look at how states are interdependent, meaning understanding that red states are subsidized by blue states. That's a whole different can of worms. Yes, there is an absolute need to make sure that things are being handled on a state level, but it is up to the federal government to ensure that there is a baseline that everyone meets no matter if you live in South Carolina, no matter if you live in Missouri, no matter if you live in California, that there is a certain baseline that everyone is able to meet. That's the point. W's in the chat for a dog lover who sent 100 bits over on Twitch to say guest doesn't benefit from social safety nets. Perfect. So he's opting out of Social Security and Medicaid and Medicare. Perfect. You absolutely know that, dog lover. W's in the chat for dog lover over on Twitch who sent that 100 bits.
How am I benefiting from Social Security? I got like 35 years to go before I can collect it, and it might not even be there. So what is she talking about?
She's talking about the fact that even though you're not taking advantage, and that was my point. You're sticking on argument. No, it's not, because you're sticking on the fact that social safety nets don't benefit you today, so you don't find any benefit in them. But the simple fact of the matter is, you are one bad car accident away from needing those same benefits. You are one, medical bill away from needing social safety nets. Like it's not so far away that it can't actually touch you. That's the insane thing about it.
I'm not.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay. So you're telling me that there's no world where someone who is financially well off and they fall into a medical situation where it be cancer or some debilitating accident that causes them to not only not be able to continue to accumulate additional funds or wealth, but they have to actually pay out medical expenses at an exorbitant rate where they can actually drain any savings, any additional financial security that they have, and they can become someone who needs those social safety nets. You're saying that that's not a situation that happens within the United States?
It's absolutely a situation that happens.
That's my point.
Why people, and that's why a lot of people were mad when these immigrants were coming and getting free health care.
That's not happening. That's not happening. It's not happening.
Okay.
That's not happening.
Never
That's not
happened.
happening. No. First of all, the United States isn't giving free health care to anyone.
Talk to Eric
Period.
Adams, mayor of NYC.
Period.
That guy,
The
he's lying
United
too,
States, the United States is not giving free health care to immigrants. The United States is not giving free health care to citizens. The United States isn't giving free health care to anyone because the United States actually loves how much is paid into the healthcare system. With that being said, are there certain government programs that actually allow people that come into the country to receive benefits while actually being in the country? There are definitely certain things that are set in place to help people. But
And
the
you think
point,
that's fair?
yes,
You think that's fair?
yes,
to American
yes,
citizens?
yes. You know why? Thank you for the crown. I think that universal health care should be a thing. Thank you for the crown. I think the universal health care should be a thing because I believe that everyone should have access to health care. I think it's insane that we don't have universal health care. And I think it's insane that I should be able to have better health care because I have more money in my pocket versus the person standing next to me who doesn't have money in their pocket. I think that's insane.
So let me ask you a question. You think you should be paying for somebody's health care who smokes and drinks their whole life and gets most of the liver?
I think that I am willing to pay more in taxes to make sure that we all have universal health care. I don't care about the individual that smokes or drink. I more so care about the other people who need that help. So I don't care about a one-off person versus the collective. I'm sorry, I don't care about a one-off person versus the collective.
So here's my argument against that. If whoever's out there and they just want to go through their life making bad decisions, right? Or whatever, they know that they're going to get covered. If you didn't have that type of coverage, maybe you would make better decisions because when you're just handed stuff all the time, you kind of think, well, I can just make bad decisions and keep fucking up my whole life.
So your thought process is you would much rather punish the individual who makes bad decisions than taking care of the collective of people who try to quote unquote live their life in a good way and actually might need it. So you care more about punishing the individual versus helping the collective. That's your thoughts.
I wish we lived in that world. I like the optimism, but that's not the world we live in. Okay.
That's literally the world that most developed nations live. Canada. Canada, Spain, multiple parts of the of Europe. That's the world. It's not a fallacy. It's not a fallacy.
Have you ever heard the term?
Other countries do that very thing. So it's not like it's something that's so far-fetched.
Have you ever heard the saying, a conservative is a liberal who got robbed? Because liberals are so idealistic, and yeah,
You're a
sounds
liberal.
good.
You're a liberal.
What's that?
You are a liberal.
I said conservatives are liberals who got
Yeah,
robbed.
I'm telling you, you are a liberal. Did you know
No,
that?
I used to be.
No, you are a liberal.
So you're telling me what I am now?
Yeah.
Why?
Cool. Do you believe in individual rights?
Of course I do.
Do you believe in civil liberties?
Of course.
Do you believe in democracy?
Yeah, but I also believe in
Do you believe in free enterprise like capitalism?
Yep.
Then you are a liberal. That's the literal definition of a liberal. You are a liberal.
But there's a lot of things that I disagree with too.
I don't care what you disagree with. I'm just saying you're a liberal. Stop throwing around that term. That's stupid. You're a liberal.
No, I'm not.
Also,
because
can
there
you
are a bunch
please
of
stop
things
chewing
that-
and smacking into the mic? I know the chat has been getting actually saying something, but now it's starting to get to me. Can you please stop smacking into the mic?
I'll tell you why. Because I don't agree with this DEI training. I don't believe.
What's
men
DEI?
and women's sports.
What's DEI?
I've had DEI training. at
What's
my work.
DEI?
You want to
And don't tell
my
me what it
personal
stands
stance?
for. Don't tell me that it stands for diversity, equity, inclusion. I understand what it stands for. What is DEI? Tell me the meaning behind DEI.
It's a distraction.
No, tell me the meaning behind DEI. Or I'm sorry, DEIA. DEIA. I learned that you find much more information with that, but he said DEI, but specifically, what's the meaning of DEI or DEIA?
You're basically dictating people's speech through DEI and controlling their thoughts.
How?
Because even at work, they were saying
How?
that I can't use words like gypped because that refers to gypsies. I can't use the word.
Don't use
grandfather
slurs.
then.
Don't use slurs. Don't use slurs. That's
How's that
not
slurs?
again. I was saying that because I was just saying that because I feel like you were getting ready to go closer to that, and I just wanted to make sure. That's the only thing I was saying. So
They said I can't use the word grandfather.
okay,
then.
yeah. Again, cool. I get it. You want to be able to say all the words that you want to be able to say. Cool. That's not
You're
DEIA.
dictating people's speech.
That's
For,
not
liberal-
that's not DEIA.
That's
Diversity,
part
equity,
of the
inclusion, and
equation.
accessibility. Diversity, inclusion, accessibility speaks to the fact that it gives a baseline for people to actually be able to have the access and ability to apply and obtain certain jobs, positions, things like that, based off of surprise merit, not based off of them just being a white straight man or anything like that. So saying that a black person has the same opportunity to put their merits on the table as a white person and a disabled person, like that's all it means. That's all it means. But you guys are trying to sit here and say for some reason that you think that it means that it's limiting your free speech, or it's saying that, oh, you have to give a black person this or whatever. No, that's not what any of that means. Just because you took that out of the training and now you're upset that you can't say all the words that you want to say. Like, why are you so upset? If someone says that, hey, this word that you're using, it's offensive to me, it bothers me because of this reason, right? If someone can actually explain to you logically, like, hey, this word feels harmful to me, why do you want to continue to say that word so bad?
If you had this mentality on a bigger scale, you wouldn't have Dave Chappelle, you wouldn't have all these great comedians, because you would dictate their speech. That's exactly what you're doing.
My guy. I promise you, that's not what any of this is about. That's not what any of this is about.
That is what it's about.
No,
You
it's
just
not.
don't
No,
see
it's
it.
not.
You're
It's
just
not.
naive.
It's not restricting freedom of speech. I get your point, right? Comedians, yes, we want comedians to be able to speak. We want comedians to be able to actually, do their thing and all this other
Who went
stuff.
after
But
Dave Chappelle? It was the left. The
but-
left went after Dave Chappelle. It wasn't the right.
again, the point is,
Am I right?
the point is, you are sitting up here and you're saying that it's bothering you because you are unable to actually say these words that are harmful to people, that people are specifically saying that they're harm. No one's trying to be so sensitive and saying, oh, you know, I just don't like that you actually say this. I don't like that you actually say this. There's literally people who are saying that these words are hateful and they're actively harmful. And that's why they want to get away from it.
And that's why
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, ST. Hold on one second. Chat, you guys, please stop spamming that. I see it, but I'm actually live right now. I see what you guys saying. I'm actually live right now. I'm not gonna drop my live to go anywhere else. I'm actually live right now. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Please stop spamming that in the live. Please stop spamming that in the live.
Hey, Santana, but who went after Chappelle? It was the left. It wasn't the right.
Again, my point is,
See, you won't answer it. You won't answer it.
Listen, I'm
know.
already, no,
You know.
I'm admitting to you that no one is sitting here saying that, oh, comedians should be silenced or whatever. I'm not saying
yes,
that.
there is. There's a whole segment of society.
Literally, listen, I'm talking to you right now, ST.
Those are your peoples.
Okay. Going back to my overall thought, ST, you don't understand what DEIA is. You are sitting here saying that because you want to be able to control, or you want to be able to say certain words without repercussion, while other people just want the ability to actually show that they have the skills to do certain things. That's the difference. You want to be able to say words. Other people want to have an opportunity to have a good life. That's the difference.
Okay, let me tell you something.
Also, give me a second, guys. W's in the chat for Jesse. Jesse sent a $3 donation saying, ST, your voice fluctuates and rises, but the logic in your argument doesn't make sense. So stop using talking points. Listen to take in new info and be better. W's in the chat for Jesse for that $3 donation, guys. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. All of my pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. Go ahead, ST.
So if you're working at an aerospace factory or something that's real critical, do you think that DEI training is going to help the workmanship of, whatever you're building, fuel pumps, whatever?
Yes.
So when the company is...
Yes.
Okay.
You know why? And do you know why? And then there's actually, again, statistical data to prove this.
Yeah, all the planes falling out the sky recently.
Hey, when did the plane start falling out of the sky? Was it before or after Donald Trump said that he's getting rid of DEI?
At the end of 4 years.
Was it? No. Under the Biden administration with Pete Buttigieg as the the Secretary of Transportation, and all this DEI was in place, how many planes fell out of the sky versus when Donald Trump got into office and quote unquote got rid of DEI? How many planes fell out of the sky under Joe Biden and his DEI versus Donald Trump and his non-DEI? Tell me.
Just like the DEI would draw out Afghanistan?
Answer the question. How many planes fell out of the sky under Biden and his DEI versus Trump and his non-DEI?
Well, it takes time to see the effects of DEI ignorance.
And no, it doesn't. It absolutely doesn't. You know what Donald Trump did? Donald Trump came in and immediately had firings within the FAA, cut people jobs, got people out that were actually needed within the FAA, and then immediately planes started falling out of the sky. So Donald Trump, quote unquote, initiative to eliminate DEI has harmfully impacted. I can't even believe that you tried to use that example. That is like the worst example that you could possibly use. Literally, as soon as Donald Trump said no more DEI and I'm going to fire these people, planes started falling out of the sky. They keep crashing into each other. That is the worst example that you could have possibly tried to use.
That's not the reason. You think DEI is going to help you?
Chad, I feel like I've gotten dumber today. I do. I feel like I've gotten dumber today. My head hurts. I'm gonna call it here. Debbie's in the chat for Karen. Karen sent a $10 donation saying the mask of MAGAs are falling off. Yeah, like they can't hide it anymore. They absolutely can't hide it anymore. Debbie's in the chat for Gene. Gene sent a $1 donation saying this dumbass needs to stop smacking and give some people like me have misphobia. I don't know what that is. I haven't heard that one. Debbie's in the chat. Debbie's in the chat for Felicia, who sent a $2 donation saying ST has been waiting all its life for racism to be great again. That's all it is. That's like, can we be factual? That's the only thing. Like ST wants to be able to slur and say like hateful stuff without any type of impact or repercussions. Like we know for a fact that's what it boils down to. ST wants to be able to be hateful, wants to be able to be a bigot, wants to be someone that actually does harmful things without any type of repercussions. Anyway, guys, that's enough for me. My head hurts. This is dumb. This is dumb. Anyway, guys, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna hit the outro.
Price, emotional stability, a sound body and tranquility.
Listen, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your taps. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the shares. Thank you all for being amazing. Guys, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we have Late Nights with Santana. Late Nights with Santana, where it's our panel discussion. That's it for the rest of this week for Sparring with Santana. I love you guys so much. You all have been absolutely amazing. We're going to get out of here. Thank you for everything. I love you all. And as always,